Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, and people of all gender identities, welcome to 0 Hours Played, where you may notice there's no space junk around around Kerbal.
It's a nice, clean, pretty Kerbal with no junk we stuck up there.
Because we have decided that screw career mode, we are going to do some sandbox mode, build some wacky things. Zach has decided that we know how to build a
space shuttle.
Space shuttle. So we're going to do that. I
looks
apologize if I'm somewhat distracted, but I forgot this weekend to finish writing the description for the next episode of Moon Law that comes out. And that comes out in about 4 hours.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm going to do that.
It comes out before the end of the stream, right?
Well, we could end the stream early.
At the end of the stream.
It comes out exactly on Tuesday, which happens to be Monday at 5 o'clock.
That is how Tuesday works if you're a programmer, as you've said before. I think this is kind of what you want to start with, right? Like, this is definitely a space shuttle cockpit. Did like some fuselage bits.
I don't know if you need that much fuselage. That's an awful lot of fuselage.
We probably don't need all this fuselage.
Honestly. One bit of fuselage is probably enough.
Maybe I should pull up a picture of the space shuttle, because like I don't know what it looks like.
The actual space shuttle is pretty much all cargo bay.
Yeah, right. That's what I was looking for, is cargo bay. I guess cargo bay is in Halo, yeah.
Space shuttle images.
There we
that's
go.
A pretty good picture of the space shuttle.
That's a pretty good picture of the space shuttle.
So
Is it that long, or is it this long? What do you think?
I think that's way too long.
Yeah, it's too long.
But I think the amount of
Is too
cargo
small.
bay space above is
Okay.
too long, and then you should probably have a little bit of non-cargo space at the back, where you mount all the engines and such too.
Right. Gotta have all those engines and such. This is a very important part of space shuttles.
Like, here is a picture of the shuttle with the bay open, and you can see it goes almost all the way to the cockpit and almost all the way to the engines.
Maybe we just do... I think we might just do that.
It depends on how space shuttle-like you want to make it, and how, plane-like you want to make it.
Oh, okay. No, that's a model. Damn it. Is there like a thin... It's an adapter... I guess we could put... The thing needs monopropellant, so we might as well put monopropellant tank there. Cargo bay.
It will need some of.
You know what? I'm gonna go say it's I think that looks right to me.
Yeah, I buy that as a space shuttle.
We might put something inside, but that's a later step. We need this thing to take off first.
Well, it is an empty cargo bay that you can then put whatever you want in.
I know,
That's the whole point of the cargo bay.
I'm saying we might build something for fun to put in there, or I don't know, take something down from space. Who knows? We do whatever we want to do.
How do you
do what? What are you looking for?
iOS 11, how do you actually dismiss an app that you've popped over? I've never had to...
Ooh.
I don't know that I've ever tried to do that.
Chris is currently he's got a window, and he's dragging it to one side of the screen, and then dragging it to the other side of the screen, and...
I would show you, except it has my passwords in it, and
yeah.
I don't want to show you that.
Yeah. Okay, we need aerodynamics for the... we need a nose cone, obviously. It's an important step. That is the wrong side. What is the right one? This one? Nope.
Well, I guess I needed to open up Slack anyway. Okay, that's the trick. You just open up another application, and then, nope, it's back. Okay. Swipe
yeah,
left.
I guess that's the proper nose cone, right? This weird, blunt thing?
Or
is it one of these weird, because it's not this.
That looks a little pointy.
Yeah. And then the rest of them seem to... This is too small, and that's too big.
I mean, that looks perfectly fine.
Okay.
It's not a parachute, right?
No, it's
Good.
not
You
parachute.
you wouldn't want a parachute.
It's got wings. You don't really.
Yeah, exactly.
You don't want parachute. Okay.
Well, you tried putting parachutes on a plane before.
Yeah, I did, but that was because I knew it wasn't going to fly.
Oh, you know this one is?
No, I hope. There's also less consequences. I think that's the real thing for me, is the lack of consequences.
All right.
Is why this is going to be more fun and less stressful than the last few episodes have been for me. What the hell kind of engines? No, that's wrong. That looked right in the picture. That's also wrong. That's it. These? I don't think it's those.
I mean, that'll probably work. The space shuttle has crazy engines.
I know it's got like crazy custom nonsense, right?
Yeah.
And this game does not have the space shuttle's engines in it because the space shuttle's engines are crazy custom nonsense. And we'll get into that when we try to launch this thing, because I'm going to build what the space shuttle looks like, and then we're going to build one that actually we're going to try to make it fly properly. Because the next step is to put wings on, and then to put the booster tanks. But the booster tanks don't have engines in them, which is crazy.
Well, the space shuttle has solid rocket boosters.
Yes. Oh, right. It does have.
Or the like, speaking of moon law, I can pull up something else here.
The Grand Orbiter. What is it?
You didn't listen to that episode.
No, I did. Oh, right. I remember this. Yes, I remember.
These
are all pictures of the space shuttle, though.
No.
No? It doesn't look
None
exactly
of these
like
are pictures of the space shuttle. Well, this is a picture of the space shuttle.
Damn, that thing is... Okay, so... Yeah, you should explain this because you know the story.
Well, I'll explain the difference, and the reason I'm showing you this is because where the U.S. space shuttle, like you mentioned, cross-feeds from the giant orange external tank into the space shuttle's main engines, actually for takeoff from the launch pad, the Russians said, screw that, that's way too complicated, and their giant tank, which is white and not orange, like the space shuttle was for the first 3 launches, they did copy that, it has engines on it.
Okay.
And their space shuttle also has engines, because you do need a little bit of fuel to, like, circularize your orbit and deorbit and that kind of stuff.
So you're saying that it's like the Penn story, which is apocryphal, but still a classic space story.
Well, it's both apocryphal and true, which is the great thing about that story.
And what is the key to do this?
What thing are you looking for?
I'm looking for
C, Z, B.
I'm looking for the other symmetry mode because we can. There's a way in this.
It's V, isn't it?
Z?
V.
V.
V as in vector. It's not V. Okay.
Was it Alt V? Maybe it was Alt.
No, it's not Alt.
Okay. It was one of these down here. There it is.
Oh. I didn't need to search. All right.
It's R.
That makes sense. It doesn't make sense.
That's probably why I couldn't figure it out. Okay, so we're gonna need some double bonds eventually, but let's ignore that and go for aesthetics first, because aesthetics are easier. Let's see. No, is there like a long?
What are you trying to do there?
Trying to build the wings. What?
I was just going to suggest that maybe, especially if you want to build this space shuttle, like, you should perhaps build the orbiter in the vehicle or the aircraft assembly building.
That's a good idea.
And make it a component and then put it all together.
That's a good idea. That'd be easy.
Another thing that you might want to steal from the Russians.
What was that?
Is so you know how the space shuttle, if you listen to this episode, this will all be a repeat for you, but it may be new for someone. So, when the space shuttle is doing their aerodynamic testing, in-atmosphere testing, landing, that kind of stuff, they mounted the space shuttle on the back of, I believe it was a 747 or 737. I don't know my giant airplanes that well.
A plane.
Yeah, a plane. They mounted it on the plane. The plane took off with the space shuttle on top of it, and then they threw it off, essentially.
Weird, crazy, dumb thing that only Americans would think is a good idea.
Yeah, so what the Russians did was they used a jet engine. They put jet engines in their aircraft test analog, and then it just took off like a plane. Because they turned the engines off, and it could land like a glider, and it could take off like a plane, and land like a glider.
It seems like insanely easier.
Well, so what I'm suggesting is that we may want to do the same thing if you want to like test how this flies as a plane and how it lands.
Right.
You can just put engines on it instead of launching it as a rocket.
That makes a lot of sense.
Because we'll also have to test that part.
Yeah. Okay. Back to the wings. I need to put my engines on. All planes look very silly without their wings.
They don't look a whole lot like planes.
No, they don't. They look like big sausages. Is this the right size? I thought I had a bigger size
That
than
is
that.
a tiny wing.
Yeah. Is this one? That's the one. There we go. Big Delta wing versus.
That's not even that much bigger.
It's a little bit bigger.
It's a little bit bigger. They got to be way farther forward, don't they?
Oh, they do. You're right. They're
At least a little bit.
right here. I think.
I don't
know.
Not an aerodynamicist.
Neither am I. I'm trying to make the wings look like they look.
That's what I'm saying.
There we go. Oh. Just put it on that side first. Trying to get these to rotate properly is always a challenge. I think that's correct. I don't know why they want to be inside the hull, of course. Weird tilt to them. That looks terrible.
Yup.
Okay. Maybe not these parts. Maybe we don't get the cool, like, swept up wing look. I want it.
Aren't there more swept up wings and not just the Delta wings?
Well, there's there's like swept wings. They got like, I was hoping to build, the swept up look by attaching these to the side. That didn't work.
I mean, you can tell just from like shapes that that's
they're-
not really going to work.
Yeah. I was hoping. Control surfaces along the side, like, there's not a good option, unfortunately.
I mean, adding more control surfaces is never a bad thing.
No, I'm definitely going to add control surfaces, but we have many control surfaces now. We have like huge ones. 20 relative wing area. They're helpfully just labeled numbers instead of like. So the space shuttle had some very, very big ones. Yeah, it's got these, I think.
I could buy that.
I want the cool little winglet ups, but they look so bad. Whoops. Why is there we go. Nope, my fault.
Nearly done with this.
Okay. So I'm gonna put some technology inside here, because like there's this big empty spot.
Oh yeah, you can put some
So let's put
flight computers and shit in there.
like computers and we have access to all this cool science now. I don't know if we're gonna send it up there.
You know
but
what I would
it's the
say?
other site.
In the very center of that, where the circle is, you
Mhm.
shouldn't actually put these things. You should put a docking port there.
You're right. I should.
Because that way you could dock something inside the
Yep.
cargo bay
You're
and
right.
take it up or down.
Coupling. We can do better than that. That sounds cool.
Shielded docking port?
Probably
Sure.
don't need it, but
Well, it clearly is designed to go there, so. You might want one on the other side. Like, I don't see why not.
I don't see why not either. You know what we might also want in here is the advanced grabbing unit. That's bigger than I thought it was.
Technically, I think the Canada arm goes on the outside, but you can put it on the inside.
Oh, it goes on the outside? I thought it was inside the cargo bays.
You know, I don't. Yeah, actually, it probably is.
You know what? This probably goes on the outside. Looking at it.
That does kind of look like it goes on the outside.
It looks like it has way less articulation than I thought it did. I mean, I guess we can put it down here, but I don't know. Also,
I
it
don't-
doesn't seem to go there.
I don't know how you use a grabby arm. so-
Yeah, me neither. We can put it there.
Put it there for now, and we'll.
I think hopefully it goes up enough. We'll find out.
We will have to do some grabby arm experiments.
I do like that the buttons are arm and disarm for the grabby arm.
Do not disarm the arm. That seems rude.
We can do some launch testing with that maybe.
Yeah.
Um.
Well, that'll be one of our first tests, is to just, like, go to space and extend the grabby arm. One of our first space tests. What is a clampatron?
It's like a section of hull that opens up and has a docking port in it. And free mono
Yes.
propellant.
That's cool.
That is cool, but it's not sized for this. So what is this looking? Open. That's a good question. Let's see. I'm putting computer antennas. Okay, that doesn't really work in there. No. That looks reasonable. No, never mind. Put these low so they don't interfere with the docking. Ah, we need a tail wing. That's what we need. It does have a big ass tail wing. It's swept back. Interesting. I didn't realize the tail wing on the space shuttle was swept back so much. The,
We can get you a better picture.
the one on the plane is the one I was looking at.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's got. You know, it's actually
I guess on
It's actually
carried on
this.
the plane, it's got a.
it's exactly
Oh,
that.
yeah, it is exactly that.
It's exactly that. Cool.
It's nice when you can tell what the correct part is.
Just our advanced grabbing unit is floating through the bottom of the. Okay, where did the wheels go? Do you know? Are they the one at the front?
There's one at the front. Let's see. Space shuttle landing.
What do you think? Extra large landing gear, or just large landing gear?
Is there in like jumbo large landing gear?
I mean, that's pretty jumbo large.
That's actually pretty jumbo.
Which one?
I guess just the large is probably fine.
Something like rugged vehicular wheels and stuff. Okay, there we go.
So an important
Okay.
note is that
These are too high.
I don't know if you can do that in
I
Kerbal
can.
Space Program, but the bottom of the
Oh, it's
orbit
flat.
is flat, completely flat.
Well, we can't really. That's close. That's as close as we can get.
I don't know if that's good for planing. I think that is bad for being a plane, in fact. But
I'm not
that's not
entirely
how you
sure.
want them.
I'm not entirely sure if the game knows or cares how high your wings are on your. I guess it doesn't matter.
You don't
for
want to
lift.
rotate those.
I know. I'm trying to get them straight. Because I put them low and that tilted them for some reason.
Probably because you had snap on.
Probably because I had snap. It's always snap's fault. We might have to do some wheel testing.
I would expect that we'll have to do a lot of testing.
I took the jump roll. Okay. Why don't I see the I put the wrong engine in this. Nah, I put the wrong. Okay.
What did you do?
I put the wrong fuel section in here. I was like, why aren't we gonna go? Turns out you need oxidizer.
Ah, yeah. Oxidizer, very important.
This looks pretty damn space shuttle to me.
It does look significantly space shuttle.
Okay. Let's take it to the runway. See what happens. Let's tilt it up slightly, which is good for takeoff. Just curious.
You know that's not how a space shuttle works.
I am
right?
aware.
Also, holy cow, that's a lot of thrust.
Yeah, I did forget how much thrust that fucking engine was.
Holy cow, that's a lot of thrust.
You know what? I'm gonna try that again and just not throttle up all the way. Like throttle up like maybe a quarter.
Only part way.
I didn't actually look at what our thrust to weight ratio is. It's pretty nuts, clearly.
I mean, if you can take off like this, and that was at least like 30 seconds of fuel, so...
It's not great.
Here's the thing that I wonder, though, is... What have you done? Opening the cargo bay?
No, lowering,
lowering the wheels. Okay.
Raising. We're not very stable in any sense. Probably because we're going
Neither-
so fucking fast. it's
Neither
really...
is the space shuttle, though. So
right.
What I'm
right.
curious about is if you have not only any control, but if you're going to actually, like... You do have a little lift. You're not just falling like a stone. You're falling.
We're not just
But
like
not just like a brick.
we're falling with style.
Yeah, well, that's what the space shuttle does.
Yeah. If I can like bring it around, which is kind of it's kind of coming around. It's kind of coming around a little bit. Now it's kind of flipping over, but. Maybe I just don't know how to fly planes, and that's part of the problem. You know, I think this thing needs bigger wings. I think that would help it.
I think so. Oh, you put a full crew on this thing, too.
Well, because...
I mean, Kerbal Space Program did. You didn't necessarily do that.
Lowering the gears, because we actually made it back to... shore. Turn on the brakes.
You want to turn on the brakes after you land. Otherwise, you bounce like that.
Uh-huh.
Well,
We've had worse landings, honestly.
I would say that's probably in our top 10 landings.
Okay. So, almost flies. Like, that's...
Very, very nearly
Almost
a space
flies.
plane.
...9 seconds of burn is what we have in this thing with this engine.
Only 9? That felt way longer.
Yeah, that's because I was...
Even the first time, that felt... I mean, I guess...
I think it was the terror.
We were shitting our pants so hard.
It was the terror that made it, that extended the time out. Yeah, like, what is the space shuttle use its engines for? Just take off, basically?
takeoff, deorbiting,
Oh, right.
circularization,
Okay.
changing orbits,
When does it lose the big tank? Because maybe this needs just...
partway into orbit.
Okay. So, like, before circularization, but after... but after
2 or 3
leaving...
minutes into orbit, which would be
Okay.
90 seconds here.
So maybe what we want to do is give this more fuel, actually. Or a smaller engine. Or both. I think both might be a good solution, actually.
Maybe both. I kind of like that engine.
The engine looks right. It feels right, and it looks right.
But I don't think you need that much fuel.
9 seconds?
At full throttle?
I just want
That
20.
was
Just give me 20
20.
seconds. Just 20 seconds. It makes it a
Okay.
little awkwardly long now, but it also gives us more space for wing, which probably isn't a bad thing.
Do not select text in Slack messages
You should be able to.
on an iPad.
Oh, I've not really used Slack
I
much.
have to copy the entire message.
That's horrendous. Yeah. I had a similar experience on the on iOS devices because I tried both on my phone and on iPad. When you're sent the Mac apps address for something, you can't just pull the address out of it, or at least I couldn't figure out how. So when it gives you a little window that's like click here and it opens in another program.
You mean for like the
For
cards?
locations.
Just for locations? Yeah, well, that's not that bad. Because you want to open it in maps anyway.
Yeah, but if you
Or you
want
can long
to post
press
it
it.
in Slack, and it doesn't post in Slack as it is, and then you can't pull the address out, it's kind of a pain in the ass.
You just long press it or 3D touch it, and you'll get a menu to copy it.
Really? Okay. What is that? Cradle? Oh, it's an SAS unit. It's a big SAS unit. It's for... Okay. Whoops. Did not mean to do that. How do I pull this off now? Is this on here forever? Uh-oh. Nope. Really? Okay, just... How do I
It's
select?
on there permanently now?
it might actually be on here for I can get rid of it easily, but why is it not removing itself?
I don't know. Oh, there you had it.
Building wings is the hardest. Oh, maybe this is what I want.
Okay, now here's the problem. How do I copy an Amazon link?
In Slack?
Yeah. Get it that time.
It's not perfect, but it could look worse. It's snapping off. Really what I want to do is add where is it? One of these? Is there a longer one than this? It's gotta be long. It's a control surface. If we go...
Okay, good. Can I borrow your attention for one moment here?
Sure.
Uh,
You want me to look at this and see?
yeah, just proofread this all for me? Obviously, you don't know what the actual topic is, but
I mean, that seems like a topic.
that seems like a fine description.
Yeah.
Links make sense.
Yep. That looks good to me.
All right. Just schedule this, and then I can start paying attention to the actual thing that I'm supposed to be doing right now, and not what I was supposed to do this weekend.
I think you should announce the topic because the topic is pretty cool. Well, maybe you could wait. It's up to you, I guess. This is not gonna work. This is not gonna work at all. Well, I'm a crazy person.
I will announce the topic closer to when it comes out.
That makes sense.
You know, that's only 3 hours from now, so. Scheduled. Oh, edit tweet.
This is not gonna work. That's the piece I need. That's
why not edit the tweet. You're building 3D wings?
I'm building wing. Well, I'm putting pieces on, and I'm going to move the pieces we currently have up on and attach them to it.
Okay.
It's an experiment. It's an experiment.
All right.
I mean, yes, this is beautiful. This is a thing of magic and beauty.
I mean, I have seen planes that do have the tips of their wings curled up.
I did not mean to.
A little bit, but usually not that much.
So is this not? It's not parallel for some reason. I think it might be. This does not look. This does not look right. That looks okay though, right? These.
That much looks more or less wingy.
I don't really think we can get much more wing on this, unfortunately. What if I hid wings in our wings? Does that work? Does that give you more lift?
I think that is cheating.
It's definitely cheating. It's 100% cheating.
So Moonlaw is scheduled.
Yeah.
That will be coming out at just a couple hours.
I actually stuffed a wing inside our wing. I'm curious.
How will you tell if that helped?
Like this. Yeah, I don't think it helps.
Why would you think that helps?
I don't know. It's like video games. So we want
just
our...
because video games.
Okay. This is the thing I should try to remember. Where we want our center of lift. We want it near our center of mass, right?
It helps if it's kind of in the middle.
It is it's a bit that. Oh, you mean here? That would help. That would help a lot.
You want it a little further back than the middle, actually.
Not this far.
Not
back.
quite that far back, but you'll run out of fuel, so...
We'll move up, but like we can also just move our wings up a little bit.
Here's another
They should be
suggestion.
anyway, probably.
If you want to have so much fuel, and since everything's cross-fed and Kerbals could go through fuel tanks, no problem.
I'll
Put half of the fuel in front and half of it in the back.
We probably should do that. Yeah.
It'll look a little bit less space shuttle-y, but
It will look
who cares?
a tiny bit less special.
And then you just got to put like monopropellant
Somewhere
ones
else.
everywhere.
Yeah.
No, you can leave that same tank there. I don't know. Is there an even thinner tank that you can put?
No, I wish there was. Like the tank. That's part of the problem here is the tanks aren't great for this. What's this tank? Oh, there's an adapter. Yeah, okay. Go with that.
I mean, you might as well have the mono helmet there as well.
Sure. I guess it's not that big. More towards the front again. Rest back on. And take off this bit, that bit. The wings should come forward.
Now you can put the wings much further forward.
Oh, I need to completely move them further than that.
I'll be right back. I'm gonna get
Sure.
Do you want anything?
I'm good. I'm excited to try launching this thing again. Well, it would help if it had 2 wings, wouldn't it? I think. Hello! We're trying to build a space shuttle. As you can see, probably. You can probably tell this is a space shuttle.
Hello, Uber Callie.
Whoop. That was the wrong axis of rotation. There we go. And... there. Yep. Sorry.
I think we're out of popsicles. I'm sorry.
Let's try
That would
launching
be a
this
good thing
again.
to have.
Let's see if this...
Oh, we need a freezer.
Yeah,
that
we
would be a
don't-
good thing to have.
We don't have a freezer. Space shuttle is tricky. That's why we wanted to build it. I want to try to do the whole... That's...
How did it get so much?
I'm pretty sure the wings need to be lowered slightly. And that
Oh yeah, no, the back wings are way higher.
We've built a lot of things in Kerbal Space Program, but we've never quite gotten space planes to work. I've always talked
We've
about...
never quite gotten planes to work, to be perfectly honest.
Yeah, I mean... we have not. It's true. We could try building a big plane, too, but... I'm scared.
What is happening?
This engine is very heavy. Also, the wings are further forward than they were before,
Okay.
relatively. Nope, don't want to do that. Do not want to do all the front thrust.
See if you can get this to space.
Oh. Nope. I don't think it has the fuel to actually get anywhere high. I need to. Let me try
We
that over.
have been to. We've crashed several things into the moon. We've landed
Last
on
week.
Minimus.
Last week we got somebody stuck in the orbit of Duna.
Yep. I was just gonna get to that.
A lot of things in Minimus. We got Minimus pretty. I mean,
We had like 5 satellites orbiting Minimus, didn't we?
at least. Some of them came back. At least 2 stayed.
Like, I'm not saying you should be able to get into actual orbit with
Oh,
this, but I
like
think you
just
could get
go-
to the edge of space.
It's very.
Maybe you've already used half your fuel. Okay.
Yeah, like it needs more fuel to get up. If I stuck a different engine on the back, no, like it would need boosters. I think it's because it's so big.
I mean, obviously, we're going to need to do that at some point. But
I think we're doing pretty decent. It's even going like pretty fast.
yeah, but you're plenty low.
We were plenty low. Like we're not going anywhere. Should I try to bring it down? That's kind of what I really wanted to try is the
Is landing?
landing.
Okay. Don't let me tell you what to do with this. You're the one who's been playing
Whoop.
Kerbal Space Program. And it's cool how the engines are gimbling as well.
That's what we wanted to do.
Usually you don't get to see that so up close.
Right, because they're usually burning.
A little bit. Speaking of going to space, did you watch the SpaceX launch?
There was a SpaceX
This
launch?
morning?
I did not.
Yeah, they launched CRS 20 something now. Dragon capsule going to the ISS.
Was it a good launch?
Everything was successful. It was a
Cool.
daytime launch, and it was an ISS mission. So they landed stage 1 back on the launch pad on land near the, or not back on the launch pad, on the landing pad near the launch pad, and got some great footage of that.
Where is that? Out of curiosity.
Kennedy Space Center in Cape Canaveral, Florida.
Right. It'd be cool to go to a launch. Cool, but not less cool to go to Florida. I've been told.
They launch them from Vandenberg every once in a while, but I think actually there's going to be one probably in October.
Uber watched the launch and landing.
Oh, very cool.
Yeah, I didn't. I never know when. Like, I don't know where to look to know when they're going to happen, so I can watch them. I think that's my real problem.
I mean, you follow me on Twitter. I usually tweet about it. I didn't this time, but I did watch it.
I need to install Tweetbot. Because
that's what the Moonlaw Twitter account should tweet about. Is like when space stuff is happening.
It should tweet about when space stuff is happening. How we're gliding pretty well, honestly.
Yeah, this is not following like a rock.
Yeah.
For finding out about SpaceX stuff, I like actually the subreddit is pretty good for that. It is Reddit, but they have rules in the SpaceX Reddit, so it is not entirely full of garbage and Nazis.
That's good.
It's actually one of the least full of garbage and Nazis.
Oh, nice. It's one of those
They have moderators,
actually...
and they have maybe too many rules because they only ever get like a few posts, but they have tens of thousands of viewers. But it's all good information.
I really like those subreddits that have too many rules. There's some of the science and history, like the serious science and history ones are like that, and
they will
full of people who know their stuff and actually
they will ban you if you're trying to have fun.
Yeah. Okay, we're coming in. I don't know how fast we should be coming in, honestly. I have no idea how to land a glider in this game.
Probably less fast than this. You could pull up a little bit, and that might help you
lose some speed.
Yeah,
I have some engines if we want it.
Engines are not going to help you lose speed.
I know they do the opposite of that.
Where is your
you want landing? You want what do we
surface?
Surface. Let's get surface. It's going to tell us when we're going to hit, right?
Well, that'll tell you when you're going to hit, but as slow as possible while not stalling.
Yes.
The issue I was looking for was what is your surface speed versus what is your vertical speed.
Right.
Which it says that somewhere in there, I think.
No, that's suicide burn, impact time, vertical speed. Here it is.
There you go.
Horizontal speed.
It worked pretty well.
Okay, so maybe we should mount the wheels not on the wings. I don't know if we can get away with that, but I'll try that. Or maybe we just put some bracing on there. Because if the wings hadn't snapped off, that would have been a perfect landing.
That would have been a perfect landing. Yeah.
That would have been an amazing landing. That would have been the best landing I've ever had in any rocket or plane.
Okay, so the issue with putting too much bracing on there,
so let me try putting them on the fuselage. I don't think it's a great idea.
I don't think that's a good idea.
I'm going to see how it sits on the launch pad.
You probably want to make it a little bit bow-legged.
Oh, like this?
Probably. Otherwise, I think those are going to be too close together.
What is that makes it unstable? Yeah, right?
If the two back legs are too close together, yes, the whole thing will fall over.
You know what we could do? We could put 4 wheels on there. Make them at the same heights.
That's going to make it just as unstable. That doesn't help.
putting some on the wings
out
also.
there?
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like so then the wings don't take all the strain.
Yeah, maybe that would work.
It was more of a flop, yes.
Look, we've been playing this a bunch, but we never said we were any good at it, okay?
Yeah. If you expected like an expert at landing and taking off and all the other bits.
Or even just like using the editor.
Yeah. I'm getting better at using the editor.
No, I'm not
Like,
saying you're doing a bad job.
Yeah,
I'm saying it's
this is the thing. I guess
complicated.
that's the thing that worries me about this is the best I've ever been at Kerbal Space Program, and I know how bad I am at everything now.
Yeah, well.
Like, I know the space shuttle doesn't have 4 sets of wheels, but build an artillery shell that can be guided onto the strip to the right-ish of the space center.
How do you build an artillery shell?
Yeah, what do you mean by that exactly? If you can explain that to me, I would happily build whatever you want.
I would assume what they mean is something that's got a ballistic launch. So just one impact and then it flies, not with an engine. But I don't know how you do that in Kerbal Space Program.
You could put something, so you could put an engine and not much fuel. I think it's like the best you can do. So something like that would burn like that.
I guess.
I need to pay attention while I'm flying things and not. Well, what is
If you
it?
had any sort of expectation, I would not have clicked on a stream that showed 2 guys on the thumbnail. TX Pro Shot, Tariel. Thank you for following.
Okay, so let's go back to let me save this real quick, and then you tell us what you're.
Yeah, let's look at this hill at the top left.
I'm bad at spelling and quickly and generally. There's something
you
with this.
seem mostly fine at spelling. It's just knowing when to hit the shift key.
Well, I don't know what all that. Oh, those are the wings. So are you talking about that, or are you talking about something over there? It's the hill to the left. So if we, what that? Oh, this hill? What does he say? Got it onto the strip to the right-ish, the right-ish. Oh, you're talking about the secret runway. This one, right? We landed there.
We've been there.
We've been there.
We could try
that. That sounds interesting. I'm not sure how to do an artillery launch, though. That's the only thing. This thing could probably get there.
I mean, yeah, that could definitely get there, but that's a plane.
It's a plane. Okay, how would you build an artillery shell that would be capable of being guided? I guess just put a big ass.
You put wings and effectors and stuff on it.
Right. I want to try this. I want to try building an artillery piece. It sounds like a fun thing. We'll come back to the space shuttle. That is basically
a guided artillery shell is a rocket. It's just generally.
The difference is the thrust comes from the machine that launches it, rather than.
That's what I thought an artillery shell meant, was that the fuel to launch it is external.
I guess they have the fuel in the shell, because you ignite the fuel in the shell and it.
What's a separate part? The part that flies is not.
Okay, that's
the part that
has the fuel in it. Yeah, true.
Start with a Probodyne.
I think we want to keep it small as an artillery shell, right?
Probably. You need it to be big enough that we can guide it.
Yeah. Being small does make it easier to guide if the wings are larger, right? Do we have any kind of payload? Like. Oh, you know what we could do?
What are you thinking?
Put an engine. Okay, can we put like this? Can we put an engine on the thing? Just pick a random engine. No. Put that on the back. And then attach. Let's see. Where's the clamps? That's what I'm looking for. And then have over here the fuel.
Does that work?
And then, no, well, there's the important next step is to put the connector on there. I'm not sure if this was actually launched or not. That's the only question I have.
Yeah, I mean, obviously you could do something like this, but the question is, will that impart enough fuel in the...
To fire?
Will it impart enough velocity in the one frame that you'll be able to fire them? Because I'm assuming you're going to put them all on the same trigger, right?
I think that would be the idea.
Yeah.
Let's try it. Let's see what happens.
Okay. I don't think that'll clear the runway. The runway you're launching from.
Right. You don't think this is going to do literally anything, right? You think this is going to fall over?
No, it'll go forward a little bit.
Oh, you know what we could do? Here's what we do. We do this. So we fire the engines, we set it at max, and then we release it.
It doesn't matter. It's only going to get one frame of acceleration.
I guess. Let's see. Let's see what happens.
I don't think it'll make any difference how you stage it.
Why no thrust? Where's the thrust? Oh, because I put the wrong engine on there.
Oh, you put a separator engine.
Yeah.
I don't think how you stage it makes any difference.
Okay. It may not.
I would stage it all on the one stage.
What is the right tiny powerful engine to put on here?
This one is probably the
the thumper? Sure, let's put the thumper on there.
I don't remember what anything's called, but I know what it looks like. I guess the other thing you could do is, monopropellants do have crazy ISP.
They do.
So you could maybe do something...
Oh, like the small monopropellant thing?
Well, no, that would be 3 stages.
Oh, okay.
It would have, it would be 2 stages. It would be the one stage that would be clamped onto this thing that would have like 1 million monopropellant engines. Then there would be the rocket on top of that and a separatron between them, and you'd separate everything at the same time.
Okay. Do you think do it all on one stage?
Do it all on one stage.
It's not going to happen.
It doesn't make any difference.
Right. I guess.
Well, no, think about it.
Yeah.
Like
It shouldn't.
There may even be time that it takes to spin up, so this might not be possible. I don't know.
Is this also a monopropellant engine? Is that the problem? Liquid did I put the wrong... No, that's got oxidizer. Why isn't this firing? Flame out. Oxidizer deprived.
I don't know why that isn't working.
I thought that would work. I thought you could just put it...
I thought that should work too. Maybe it's because you're on the launch pad? I don't know.
It shouldn't be.
Oh, you mounted that backwards.
Which thing?
Your fuel line. Look at the arrows on the fuel line.
I didn't know they had arrows now. That's a new feature.
I believe they always did.
I never knew.
Calty noticed that at
yep.
exactly the same time I did.
Okay, well that definitely doesn't work. This is definitely not going to work either. But we'll see. I'm curious. I want to know. I want to know for sure that this doesn't work.
Yeah, I'm curious.
So we're burning. Yep. Okay. So what was your plan? 3 stages.
My plan was
So we start with basically that, right?
You start with that.
Mm-hmm.
Now attach a monopropellant tank.
That is not...
Sure. No, the big one, that's probably not a terrible idea.
Like to this?
To that, yeah.
Just directly?
Well, you need both ends free, so it needs to attach to the side.
Okay. I don't know. We can do that.
You could
we can
figure
girder
that
it.
out.
We're gonna girder it.
No, we're gonna do stupid things. Sorry. They said y'all could just use a flea if you want.
You asked us to build an artillery shell in Kerbal Space Program. Like,
you maybe try a smaller one. We'll just proof of concept this. I think.
Sure.
Oh, you're trying to attach it to the middle of the probe. That's why.
I was hoping it was gonna stick to the end of that.
Because you're gonna need to put the probe on one side of this. So you need to.
What do you want?
Okay.
I'm not understanding.
So we're gonna have probe.
Yeah, probe.
Then you're gonna have a what do you call it? A decoupler.
Yeah.
Then you have RCS fuel tank.
Okay.
Whatever size decoupler you want. Doesn't matter.
Let's put the proper sized one. And then we want RCS fuel tank.
Mm-hmm. There's a search feature. Why haven't we not been using this for years?
Because we had less things to start
True.
with, really.
Okay.
This one, I think that one's not crazy big. Why won't... There it goes. Now it attaches. Okay.
Okay. Now you just cover one side of it.
In engines?
In monopropellant engines.
Sure. We had that big
monopropellant engines were just up.
We had this one, the Puff.
Does that have better ISP?
Well, let's see. Okay, so this is the ISP is
not great. 120.
120.
What about for just your normal
little screwball? This one?
Sure. Okay, it is better. Sure. I think it'll be harder to put a bunch of those sticking out. But isn't this where symmetry could help you?
It is where symmetry could help me, probably. How many do you want? Like
literally as many as you can fit on there.
Okay.
They can be overlapping.
Yeah. I think this is pretty good coverage for now.
Okay.
We'll see how it goes. And then we want some like fins or something on this.
No, also, this is just your proof of concept.
Okay.
So
staging?
All on the same stage.
All on the same stage. Oh, so you're saying that this is going to shove that?
Yes.
And then that's going to fly away?
It'll let go.
In theory.
It'll be shoved, and then it'll decouple.
You know what I'm going to do for us here to make this more exciting? Or let's point it slightly up. Those are pointed in a weird angle, but whatever. Throws realism out the window.
TX Pro Shooter, you asked us to make an artillery shell. I'm making an artillery cannon here.
Okay. So we just hit the space bar.
Everything's
on the same stage now.
Yeah. See? It went forward. Mine did better than yours.
It did go forward more than mine.
I think you need literally like an infinite amount if you want it to actually
to do the thing.
Yeah.
Okay. I see what you're going for now. I got it. Why monopropellant engines?
Because it didn't work with normal fueled engines. Because those take a small amount of time to power up.
Got it.
Whereas monopropellant engines don't. And I think, at least initially, they don't or didn't. This may not be true anymore, but at some point they didn't interact with the atmosphere or something like that.
Yes. I think they still don't actually have physics. They might have weight now, and they didn't before.
I don't remember. I remember like Scott Manley doing something where he had like literally 100,000 of them and was able to go light speed or something.
Yeah. Yeah, that happens.
So we're going to be here for a while you
put engines on
trigger everyone's trypophobia.
Oh yeah, this is actually pretty damn creepy now that you mentioned it. Which phobia is that?
Fear of small circles and dots.
That's like the lotus flower thing, right?
Yeah, or like the frog that has
the frog. Yes,
you know what I'm talking about.
Yeah, it's a frog that lays its children in its back. It's quite creepy if you look it up. I forget what it's called.
Or molds and
spiders,
all sorts of things. The spiders, just too many eyes. I thought this was a YouTube video and tried to skip forward. Sorry. I would also like to skip forward, but I'm here in real life.
I mean, like we got a lot at this point.
You want to just call that good?
I think so. There is a problem here.
And that is not going to get past the end of the room.
But that's a problem. But the other problem is that these aren't going to fire when I hit the space bar.
That's a big problem. Because they have to all fire and
At
then
the
stop
same-
on the same frame.
Yeah.
Because if you
I
continue
get what
firing
you're
them,
getting. I
it'll
get.
keep pushing.
I get what you're going for. I think there's a way to do that, but I don't remember what it is.
Action groups.
We do have action groups now.
I'm pretty sure action groups is the solution. I don't know how they work, but we should be able to like push the do it.
Do I
action.
have to fucking? Oh no.
Oh yeah, probably.
Oh no. There's not like dragon.
This is Kerbal Space Program. There's not dragging anything.
This bodes well. This, I don't think this plan
We
is
just
gonna
want to
work.
cut our losses.
I don't
Okay.
think this plan is gonna work.
Okay.
I don't.
Okay.
I can't select them all, and I can't verify I've selected even half of them. So you know, it's a good plan. I like it. I want to do one. I want to make sure that you didn't get your distance from just the fact that I tilted the thing.
Oh, okay. I don't think so.
Well, yeah. Okay. So it actually works.
Yeah, no,
Your
it
plan
works.
actually works.
You got it at least like 3
It was a
feet.
proof of concept. You got it. Yeah. Like,
Okay, so I have another idea.
what's your?
If we want to build a thing that'll throw things in the dumbest possible way.
Yes, I want to build something that will throw things in the dumbest
Okay, so
possible
we
way.
have the access to the nuclear engine,
Yep.
and we can make the nuclear engine fire something into a pusher plate, and then that plate will fly and shove something else, and hopefully not explode.
Okay. So you're saying we
I'm saying we
put
need,
we put a thing with a nuclear engine on it,
yeah, and then you put a big circle like a heat shield on top of that.
and then that
Then
pushes
you put a
this.
heat shield on the bottom of the probe, and they push against each other, and then it doesn't have a rocket on it
Yeah. Why the nuclear engine?
because it has stupid ISB.
In space. I don't think it's that great in atmosphere, actually. Yeah, it's really good and bad. I think
Well,
what you
okay,
I
so
think
we
what
build
you
a
want
vacuum tube around it.
is, I think what you want is this. That's what.
Yeah,
that's
sure.
That's what I'm saying.
Fine.
Like this thing doesn't even need a pusher plate. It just pushes. But okay, so I'm not sure how to build this.
It's easy. So this will have a probe on the bottom of the rocket. Actually, it could have a probe on the top.
Okay, so we got another probe, and the problem is you have to attach things to other things. You can't just have floating
True.
pieces. Oh, you know what we could do?
What's that?
We could put a separator. We could put a separator in here.
I want to drop the first probe onto the rocket.
Oh, okay. So you want to build? I got you. I got you. Okay. And then have that launch.
Yeah.
So you want this to fall and then land on this thing.
Yeah, I think
And
so.
then that launches.
Right?
Sure. Okay. Why not? We don't need an engine that act quite actually that big.
But the engine's got to fire for a short amount of time as well. Like,
A very short, right?
less than a second.
Less than a second.
That's why you need such a big engine.
Can't we just put? There's a way to do this, and I'm not entirely. Oh, I think it's girders. I think girders is the solution we're looking for.
Components?
Hmm?
Components? Or
Components
girders?
also have to be attached.
Oh, yeah, sure.
Okay, so because we can put a girder and then we can put a sepratron, or a decoupler. If the girder likes me, the girders used to take separatrons and stuff. There they do.
Loving this?
I'm
All right.
glad. I'm glad that our shenanigans. If you have a better plan on how to build a artillery shell, please tell us.
Yeah,
Or-
I would love to hear your suggestions, or we'll keep
Or
coming up with our own.
We will just keep doing this. See, because we could do
Okay, yeah, that works.
like this, and then we put an engine on it. We also just whoops.
Go higher.
Yeah. I hate that. Oh, I need to grab this.
Mm-hmm.
Maybe we should take this to rocketry. Actually, we don't want to take this to rocketry.
Why not? Wouldn't it be maybe easier?
It
in
might we'll give it more vertical. Keep doing the same thing.
It's like watching Smart and Smarter.
Okay, so this is not quite in the right place, right? Let's
You
move this.
want it to be, yeah.
Also, this wants to be at a slight angle too, right?
No, maybe, yes.
Well, because we want to launch it over.
If it's at an angle, that's going to make everything too complicated.
Okay, so we'll just leave it.
It'll go straight up for now.
Okay.
If we can figure out how to make this work, we'll put it at an angle. Okay.
Sure, that's a good idea. That's a good compromise. Proof of concept thing. So we got the super big engine on the bottom. It attaches. It should. Oh no, come on. You just go up. Why not?
Is something sticking out of the bottom?
There isn't. That's just
Oh,
like
that's part of the rocket.
It's like a part of the rocket.
Doesn't that engine have fuel in it? The really big one? Okay,
There.
that one's fine.
Okay. So
I still maintain that you need a heat shield, so it's a dome on
sure,
top.
we'll get it. We'll get your heat shield on top. There's
Because I don't know
no
what,
reason not to do that.
I don't know what the collision boundaries with the top of that tank are.
Right. Where's
Like if it actually has the lip or not.
there? No
Re-entry,
structural.
maybe. Yeah.
They were not in there. We have too much stuff now. I don't remember where anything is. Because this is just an adapter, which I guess could work.
I mean, a flat adapter is fine.
That's the wrong size. You're talking about like something like this?
Sure. That's flat. That's what I want.
Okay. We don't need that. And you want these to fire all at the same time again?
No, you can drop the rocket onto the pusher plate first and then fire the rocket. You
Okay.
drop the probe onto the pusher plate.
So to do that, it's very simple. We just need another probe body somewhere. Whoops. Just get rid of advanced mode for now.
Can you modify the detach force on a detacher? I don't think you can ramp it up that high. Though.
You know what we could do is actually there's like
Just straight hacks.
no. There's what's it called? There's the little
Because we could just straight
the
hacks.
Sepratron bodies. Like the Sepratron engines, which are just oh, this is not good. No, it did. I had it. There it is.
Sure,
Got it.
a little bit higher up. Drop the whole thing down because you're going to have to release this and you don't want it to explode.
This whole thing?
Yeah. That should be like close to the ground.
Right. I thought we were gonna fire it first, and then I don't know. They'd probably shear off.
No, not firing it first.
We don't
You're
want to
gonna-
drop this far.
You don't want to drop that far. You can drop the whole thing down. Maybe not. I don't know.
Oops. I get what you're saying. I thought we needed more room than we had.
Yep. That's perfect.
Now it's gone. That's back. Okay, good. I'll just do it the other way I was doing it before. Apparently that's the only way it works. I'm sorry.
Oh, you may have an idea. Let's hear what your idea might be.
Whoop. And raise this up again. We're gonna do this test. This is happening. Okay. So we're gonna drop that on there.
You might want to drop it more flat.
Oh, sure. Rotate this bit.
Because, like, the only thing that's going to be keeping these together is the force of gravity and not rolling off. Oh, good. Oh, good. Oh, good. Okay, yeah, it's fine. It's rotated. That's the way we meant it to be. It'll land on one of the sides, and that'll, like, fling it off better.
Right, exactly.
We totally meant
that was always the plan.
Okay.
I think this should work.
Yeah. So, staging.
Staging.
First, drop the probe.
First drop the probe.
Second, fire everything. I think that you only have the two things, right?
Yeah. I think this is gonna work. I think I'm gonna have to switch vehicles after I drop the one. Pretty sure.
Oh,
That's why I put the other probe on.
Oh yeah, maybe. Oh,
It's
that's
all tilting.
not good.
Okay.
Okay,
Successful.
we caught it.
Successful contact.
Quick launch before it rolls away. Before it rolls away,
Why is it not separating?
it got caught onto the.
It's
It didn't separate.
We have no separation. Okay, let me re-examine this.
That was close.
It was close.
We almost did it. Not even a little bit, but almost.
Okay, I think my main problem here is I'm just gonna. I think I need to use the larger girder that could go help me. What does the chat say?
We could modify the detach force. We could just slap the detach button and it would fire the ship. That's what I was saying. We can just hack things.
Hack things? What do you mean?
Hack the detach force for a Sepratron.
I'll give it a stupid high attach force.
Or just like a decoupler. Yeah, give it, 1,000 meters per second of detach force. Why not?
How do we hack it?
There's just files you can edit.
Oh, okay.
I think we can even duplicate some stuff. I'll try that. I'll try that without reading what I'm doing, because that'll be way more fun.
It will be way more fun. Is this correctly? I think I figured out what the problem is. I think I know what the problem is.
You have to mount it like all the way on that and not halfway on it?
No, we need more girders.
Oh, another girder on the other side.
I think the tank was attached to the girder and not the Sepratron, and I think that was the problem. So this should be. Let me test this part.
The rocket will go away.
The rocket is just a rocket, but
I'm just saying it'll go away and you'll have to find those parts again.
well, it's too late now. I hit the button. Okay, that works. I like your idea though.
My idea of messing with some files and not researching what I'm doing.
Yeah. Put that same big ass tank on there.
I like messing with things and not researching what I'm doing too.
Are we gonna do that live for the cameras?
Sure, I can do that.
Does this need a girder?
You might
too?
know what. Yeah, I think that may need a girder.
Girders on girders on girders.
You probably need the girder Sepratron girder thing.
This? Oh, the same thing up here?
Actually, no, you don't want that. I don't know.
We don't.
Just do it. Here is some inspiration. Read at Kerbal Space Program. People made guns, so I made a mortar. Well, that's a rocket.
Is it a rocket?
That's just a rocket. Yeah, I agree with the top upvoted comment. Last I checked, mortars don't have self-propelled projectiles.
This is the best plan.
And now people are threatening to kill him for pointing that out. Okay, cool.
I mean,
Reddit is a nice place.
It's Reddit. I think this is actually too many pieces. This is the greatest creation we've ever. Look at the Frankensteinian monster.
What? I turned away to watch a GIF for 2 seconds.
Every time I reattach that, like this is in relation to that, and like I'm moving girders around, and it's not really. Like, I don't know how this is suddenly, like, 20 feet away.
Here's a suggestion.
What's your suggestion?
We might need to cut our losses and start over again.
I don't... See, look. What about that says cut your losses?
Okay,
that
no.
says,
it says it's perfect in every way.
Perfect in every...
You still need the pusher plate
and
the
pusher plate.
Actual engines.
And the probe.
Oh, yeah,
Important part of this whole mission. Okay.
I mean, TX Pro Shooter, does hacking count? Because if we can hack this, I can do it.
I think this game is hackable because it's...
No, I know it's hackable.
Okay.
I know for a fact specifically that you can do this.
Okay.
I'm not going to research, like, what file.
No, yeah,
because it'll be funnier if I do it live.
If you do it live, yeah.
And it only takes, like, a minute to start a Kerbal Space Program, right?
Yeah, it's not going to be a big deal. Okay, so... I need to probe body.
Yes and no? Well, we'll try.
Okay, probe body and pusher plate.
I don't remember what the hell that was called, but it was a flat adapter plate. Now you found the heat shields. Okay.
So I remembered where they were. There we go. I think it's a better pusher plate anyway.
Yeah, it's curved inwards, so that probably...
I don't know if it's actually physically curved inwards or not. I'm really curious if this is going to work or not.
This is all going to tumble down and be terrible.
Should I straighten it out? I can straighten it out.
You kind of have to. Is this way it's going to just crash into the tower? Alright, that's straight.
Like, that's actually straight.
Yeah, but now...
But now I just move this over.
Okay. You could do that without moving everything? No.
Apparently not. This should move, though.
Okay, it's good. It's good.
It's not. It's gonna miss.
Just move the. Can you move the rocket? Just move the rocket.
The rocket. Oh, the rocket in? Yeah, I can move the rocket in. Yeah, right. There we go. Yep. This is the weirdest thing. Okay.
It's fine. It's fine. It's fine. It's good. It's fine.
It's slightly tilted that way, so it's going to drop and roll that
Don't
way.
worry
It'll
about
be
it.
fine. Okay.
You just have to do everything quickly so it doesn't roll
So
off.
I remember where the keys are now. Let's make sure the staging is correct. You were correct about that. Okay, so we want this first, and then that on a separate stage. And these on the same stage. Okay.
Do it quickly.
It bounced off. I saw it bounce, but that doesn't that count as a rocket still?
Yeah, but if it was just pushing something, it wouldn't
okay.
necessarily. All right, quick Kerbal Space Program.
Sure. We don't need to save this game. I know. I want to save this game. I need to save this game because.
Oh right, we have half a space shuttle.
We have half space shuttle. You can actually quit the program.
Quit it
yourself.
all the way.
Yeah. Pusher does not count as a rocket. Okay. So I think the Cybertron is. I think the Cybertron is the way to do it.
Okay, so we don't have any important private files on this computer, right?
I'm pretty sure there are 0 private files on this computer.
I have no idea what's even.
You want to start with Steam, like.
Yeah. No.
You got it.
Okay, fine. You can give me some hints.
We want x86 actually.
Right. Steam apps. Isn't that what I want?
Yes, it is what you want. Do you want more hints?
Common.
Yeah, there
There
you
we
go.
And what the hell is Kerbal Space Program called?
Kerbal Space Program. I'm gonna change the stream title real quick because
Oh, to let people know what the fuck we're doing?
yeah, why we're looking at the Steam apps folder.
Okay, so if you're putting mods in, where do you put the mods?
Oh, we have a mod manager.
Because the thing I'm seeing is I thought the parts folder is where you were supposed to go.
CCAN is where our mods, or that's 52. That's the mods that we downloaded.
Okay, I'm going to pull a random one out.
Sure.
And, oh no, that's big.
Game data, TX says. Did you look in the game data? Or you can go with your...
Oh yeah, that looks better. Let's see.
Yeah, these are some of these are mods.
Squad. And here we go.
Parts. That's all the parts.
So where would I find a separator?
Structural, I believe. No. Coupling. I guess it must compound. Fuel line structure. No. There's not coupling.
Decoupler.
There we go. There's a decoupler.
Does this sound like the one we want to use?
Wow, TX has 365 mods, one for each day they played.
Nice.
Okay, so we're gonna take this and make our own.
Yeah.
Okay.
We're just gonna. Is there an index file that I have to modify as well?
I don't know.
You have Notepad++ on here. That's nice. Okay, not that. Notepad has a plugin manager? I hope we don't need to do those. Okay, so where were we? We were in parts.
Yep.
Oh, parts list. That's what.
Oh, there's a README. Neat. Is this helpful at all?
Nope.
Cool.
Your icons, subassembly categories. What is that? Nope, nothing I need to worry about. All right, so we are just going to go in parts. Where was that? Utility.
Yep. Then you take the decoupler, one of those. The
18D. So we're going to duplicate this whole folder. There's not a way to... We're going to copy this folder, and then we're going to paste this folder. How the fuck does Windows work?
There you go.
I should probably see what's in here.
That's what's in here. Okay, no, that seems pretty simple.
Yep, that's exactly what I want. All right, so we're going to close this, and we're going to call this TR0HP.
Right? Makes sense.
We're not going to mess with the model, because that would take too long.
Yeah. Wouldn't we need modeling programs anyway?
Probably. And we're going to set this to manufactured by
Schmuck and Co. Yep.
All right, so ejection force. How many zeros would you like?
Oof.
How about 3 more zeros?
Can I have one extra zero? I want just one.
4 zeros? That sounds like too many zeros.
Okay. I mean, that's what I want. We can always come, like, this is so easy.
So we
can
change this from 2,500 to 2.5 million. And that ought to be good.
Okay.
I don't know how to.
Sure, I'll get us back in the game and put this contraption together, I guess.
Well, you just want to make sure that where there should still be the 18D, but now we want to make sure that there's a 0 HP.
And hopefully it hasn't broken everything. It probably won't, but
No, this should not break anything.
it's that easy to make it. That's really cool.
That's if you're modifying a stock component
Right.
and you just want to change one
Simple
value by
stock
putting
value.
a bunch of zeros. You can do that very easily. Most of the mods are that, but
Yeah, with
times a
the
million.
N plus models and stuff.
And plus models and descriptions.
Yeah.
And, like, if you're talking about modifying some other stuff, it can get more complicated.
I'm sure.
But I wouldn't have done this if I didn't know that you could modify basic parts with just a CFG file.
I've modified other games with a CFG file, but never this one. I miss those days. I miss the days of the grinding in this game has gotten boring. I'm just gonna go open this text file and type in some numbers. Did you do the same thing we did? Did you follow along?
He's going to beat us to my idea.
Yeah. Also, he's gonna go and hit Duna in milliseconds. So, yep. And
I mean, I'm not taking any special credit for knowing how to adjust the ejection force.
let's launch this from the launch pad. It's gonna have so much force. Might as well. So we should get a little probe body, right?
You want a small probe body.
I'm gonna give it an aerodynamic cone, I think.
You're probably going to want to launch this. I don't know how this is actually going to work. That's a big aerodynamic cone. Oh, yeah, I know. Just put a big fuel tank, a decoupler, and then this thing on top of it.
I think there's an easy way to do this, actually. Let's see this decoupler, because I'm not actually sure which decoupler it is. That might change the things.
I mean, I could do a different decoupler if you wanted me to.
Nah.
It's the 18.
There it is.
There it is.
Okay.
That'll work.
I think what we should do to get, because this way we can get a nice angle and stuff, is if I put that here,
Oh, okay.
and then we can rotate this.
Let's start here.
Oh, just launch it straight up?
Yeah.
Sure.
See how high it goes.
Okay. I just need to change the staging, because we just need to deseparate. That's all all we're doing here is we're separating.
Sent you to Space's border.
Okay. 3, 2, 1.
Where did we go?
What is that? What happened? It says we're still on the launch pad. Did we? Look at the numbers. Look at the numbers.
You may have launched it into the ground.
We went into the ground. Okay.
Turn that around.
Turn it around.
Can't you just flip the whole thing around?
No, we need to flip the Septron, right?
Oh yeah, true.
I think this should work. Hopefully this works. Yeah, there we go. Okay. That was an incredible effect.
I told you that many zeros was an irresponsible number of zeros.
3. Wait, let me fix that. 3, 2, 1. It was an irresponsible number of zeros. Okay, I mean that's an artillery shell. Should we go back and take off some zeros and try to make it guided? Or actually, I want to try to make this thing survive.
Yeah, I think it's an irresponsible number of zeros, but it ought to be able to survive for more than one frame.
Okay, so how do we...
I think one thing that might help is to put something slightly heavier on it so you can see where it's going.
Right, sure. Like, give it a heat shield?
Heat shield, big fuel tank, I don't know. Another thing you might want to do, you could send it sideways.
Yeah.
And then it wouldn't crash into the earth as quickly.
You mean the...
Kerbal, the ground,
I think
or space, or whatever it crashed into.
It hit the air too hard. This is really the problem, I think. Okay. No, I need to rotate this piece, I guess. No, I need to rotate the whole thing. That's what
Yeah.
There we go. Give it a little bit of sidewaysness.
Yeah.
Yeah, that should help. Let's try this. See what happens. I mean, this is we're getting into this is what if speeds, right? Where this thing in real life would set the atmosphere on fire. It went down again. I think. Yeah, that went down again. Why'd that go?
Where did that go?
No,
it's still moving.
Still, also
it's at the runway.
Okay, let's launch something bigger.
You have to launch something bigger. This tiny
bigger.
Probe
is not gonna.
I don't know what's happening to it.
Okay, let's send some Kerbins on this.
If it's really going at 500,000 meters a second. Let's see. I can't. 500,000. That's relativistic speeds.
Relativistic speeds,
isn't it? Speed of light is.
Hopefully, it'll be more clear when we launch this. That's all.
Yeah, so that's like 0.1% of the speed of light.
Jesus. That's more clear as a result. That was much more clear.
Yeah, okay. It exploded because it hit the atmosphere.
Yes. Because if that's going at those speeds, the atmosphere might as well be a brick wall, right?
I would like to see how fast that was going.
Oh, sorry. I'm gonna put
the next one.
The next one.
That's fine.
Let's give it something.
Nose cone.
Little nose cone. Just give it a little something.
Something remained flying. It's too late to look at the
sorry.
now. But...
Well, we're gonna do it again. So, yeah, this is Jebediah.
What is that?
Why is that launched? Remember this from that?
Oh, okay.
I guess this is flying currently. That's what's happening.
It was still flying.
It was still flying. Whatever. I can't return to the Space Center. So I'm just gonna revert. That one went higher. It went higher with the nose cone. So maybe, I'm just curious if we can
Oh yeah, no, there's definitely too many G's. I think I told Zach that many zeros was irresponsible.
You did, and then you
I did it anyway.
Yeah.
I was assuming that this would happen and then we would go back. But
look at the American Space Program. Okay, let's see what it does with the giant heat shield.
Now it goes to the side. That worked a lot better.
It did. Did we actually go that far? I guess it's
going straight up at 800 meters a second.
Yeah.
So, but please pause on the recovery screen
so
I can see how fast this one went, because I'm intensely curious.
I think we're gonna hit space. Looks like we're gonna hit space.
Yeah. I mean, you're not going to stay in space, but
no,
you got up to space.
Yeah.
So, okay, we can launch a 5-meter heat shield to space with this.
I think this is the heaviest probe body. I mean, the heaviest capsule. That's why I picked it. And yeah, it didn't quite make it.
Well, close enough. This is having a nice, stable re-entry.
It's under physics warp. It's always weird.
Oh, yeah.
We just need to hit the ground so we can see the speeds.
I think if you take a 0 off that file and we relaunch, we can totally make a guided artillery shell.
I think we should do that. I think that seems like a lot of fun to me. But I want you to see your speed. So
no, I appreciate that.
Bam. And
91 meters a second. Oh, 5,434 meters a second. Okay, yeah.
Okay, that's what you wanted to see, right?
What happens if you adapt it? If you add speed brakes?
Sure. You want me to put air brakes on it? I don't see what. Should I take off the heat shield?
I think the heat shield was the only thing that made that survive.
It is. It would definitely was. Where are air brakes? I guess they're in aerodynamics, probably. What is the point of adding air brakes? Also, do we want to activate them before, or... I mean, they're just going to snap off that way.
That's just going to snap off. I don't know.
Like, this thing is going almost fast enough to burn up on the way out. Adding air brakes isn't going to help anything.
The small probe body was going at relativistic speeds.
In one frame, we managed to punch down through the Earth, 3,000 meters before the game said, no, you can't actually continue going?
I don't know what happened there.
I think that's what happened.
I think so, but I don't know.
Because I've never seen the numbers read before. There's no point in doing this. So we're just gonna save. So you're gonna. I guess I could do it. Probably.
You could probably do that.
Probably do that.
You have to quit it all the way.
I know.
It loads everything at the beginning.
You can't just quit it all the way. You have to.
No, I know. It's a multi-stage process. You have to turn the correct key. So if you go in there and just edit with Notepad,
and we're gonna take a 0
just
off.
Take 1 0 off that and save. Control S, and now close that or the whole window or however you want to do it, and relaunch Kerbal Space Program.
Okay.
And now this should be at an insane velocity, but at an insane velocity that is manageable and safe.
We lowered the velocity by a factor of 10, right? Mm-hmm. Yeah. Which is significant.
You might even want to try like that same crazy probe.
You do the probe body first, see what happens.
Yeah.
I might stick a heat shield on it this time.
Hey.
I think it may not just evaporate in nonsense if we have a heat shield on it. We might actually be able to see what happens to it. And then we just stick like a little payload of fuel and then some wings on this and see if we can fly it around. Okay. This was the nice break from career mode I needed.
What are these called? Separate decoupler.
Decoupler, yeah. So we got. Actually, is this even smaller? No, this is the smallest by far. This is 0.004 tons. We need our fuel. We need our coupler. I guess we could just launch it straight, but this lets us tilt it and stuff.
Well, you'll launch straight for testing, and then we'll launch tilted when we're actually
I'm saying
trying to...
I could take this off, and it would launch just fine.
Would it?
Pretty sure it would.
I don't think it will. I think you're going to have an equal and opposite reaction, and everything's going to launch. I'm pretty sure if you look at the launch pad, you will not find a separator there.
I think you're right. I can't go back.
Should I get the space mouse?
There's an easy.
We're still playing Kerbal Space Program.
Yeah, you
I
should get the space mouse. The space mouse is really cool. If there's debris on the launch pad, that means it's still there. If there's not, there's not. It's not. It's still there. It survived. Oops. Yeah, I'm flying. I'm gonna look. Look at that.
Huh. How about that?
You're correct that it should have impacted the launch pad at the same force that it. Okay, we're all set up already. What was that? Oh, that's okay. I know what that was. There was an explosion.
Was that other rocket
It was
finally
that
hitting
other-
the ground?
That other rocket finally hitting the ground. Because these launches have been very, very.
They've been quite short. Yeah.
Yeah. So this is not a good enough heat shield, apparently. Also, or we might still have too many zeros. I don't know.
It's going to take some balancing of the ejection force and the weight of the actual rocket. We also need to add, like, wings and stuff.
Yeah. So maybe we should just toss this and then make something slightly bigger. Because that thing is the lightest thing you can launch. Like.
Well, I think before we add the actual launcher, we should consider what we would want the probe to look like in terms of, the wings and the control surfaces and whatnot.
Well, we want a nose cone, right? It might have to be a heat shield.
You need a nose cone or a heat shield or
Yeah.
something like that. Yeah. I think probably a heat shield, maybe a nose cone. I don't know. You want to turn it the other way around. See, because then it's a nose.
Yeah. Okay.
Assuming you're launching up.
We're launching up.
Yeah.
And then let's give it. There's a tiny fuel tank, right?
Why does it need a fuel tank?
Just I want it to be slightly longer for the wing bits because I don't think there's wing bits that are small enough for this. We'll see.
Well, this will make it explode when it hits. So
That's also what I want. Yes.
Okay.
Because you don't. That's way too big.
Yes, wings like that.
Wings like this, right?
Probably. Do those have control surfaces?
These are control surfaces.
Okay. Yeah, do the R.
Oh, just two?
Don't you? Isn't that what you would want?
Maybe.
Wouldn't that make it more flyable?
It might. I'm not sure. We'll try that. We'll see how it goes. And then let's get our decoupler.
Like, he could do RCS, but I don't think... Nah.
What is RCS gonna do?
True, nothing.
It's gonna be fighting a force that's insane. And then this thing. Because we're going to want to aim this one.
Oh, yeah. We're trying to hit that island.
Yeah. That island might be too close.
That just means we'll have more energy when we impact it.
That's true.
You have wings now, so you should be able to turn it down. Or we could do what they were saying earlier with the... oh, no, we don't have wings. Okay.
What happened to the
wings?
The forces also.
They were exploded by the wings. They exploded the wings. Also, you didn't launch very sideways.
I wonder if it would work better. I doubt it would work better sideways, right?
It would work much better sideways.
It
I think you could, if you
Sure.
put this to the top of the vehicle assembly building and just turn it level,
Okay.
we can probably just hit the island.
Sure, let's try that. So you're saying like go way up like this?
Way up like that, as far
And
as you can
then-
go, and then just point it to the island.
I think it's like somewhere around there.
We'll have to dial in the aiming, but you know,
I'm gonna move the wings.
sure.
There.
Off the thing.
I think I'm gonna try one more launch with the wings,
All right.
but I just wanted them like this.
Aren't they backwards now? No, they're not. Okay. They were backwards before.
Maybe that's why they exploded instantly. It could be part of the reason. See how our aim is. I'm curious.
Like, because when you were fighting gravity, you
Right.
got 70,000 feet. So I'm figuring when you're not fighting
Little-
gravity,
little to the right next time.
next time.
Okay.
Okay, maybe just a little to the right and a little up.
Got
And
it.
I think you got it.
Or we could also possibly put liftier wings on it if we need to.
I don't think the wings survived launch.
They actually survived longer.
Sure, we'll get rid of the snapping, but you know,
That's the next step.
this will get us most of the way there.
Okay. Yeah, that's pretty straight on there. Oh, and it needs. See, I think it needs 4, actually, and possibly more lift. Wow, that was loud.
Yeah, for some reason the splashes are like the loudest part of this game. I don't get it. I mean, maybe you want to be on a slightly more, like, ballistic trajectory. I guess that'll work.
Oh, you mean like go?
Yeah, more of an arc.
What's Jet say?
I don't know exactly what TX Pro Shooter is laughing at, but I think probably this whole general situation.
It's fairly ridiculous. I wonder if these would work better. I have no idea. I really don't know.
Turn on snap, because you want to snap those to the center.
Yeah.
If you're going to be putting on a bunch of...
I want to try that. I think
All right.
it'll be guidable that way.
Maybe we should spin stabilize this thing.
Spin stabilize it?
No, that's terrible.
Okay. Well.
Yeah, they have
I'm
no
gonna take
turning
the-
bits, do they?
Yeah, they do.
Oh, okay.
I mean, that's mostly the. I thought these had spin steering, but maybe they don't. You know what I'm gonna try?
What are you going to try?
I'm gonna remove some parts. I think we got too many. I think it's a missile. It's too complicated right now.
Okay.
I'm gonna take out this fuel tank.
Fuel tank was a mistake.
Yeah. If you notice, the whole thing spun around, which is I think we lost a lot of energy that way.
Thanks.
There we go.
Okay.
There we go.
There you go.
Let's just do this launch.
Just pure missile.
It's pure missile.
The other thing we might want to try is the round probe.
Ah,
Just on account of being
Roundness?
smaller and rounder. And then we could potentially do it with only the one probe. What? The heat shield blew up?
the whole assembly over there exploded.
How did that explode?
Also, no, the heat shield did blow up.
Yeah.
The heat shield exploded, but the probe was fine.
And it did not go as far.
It really didn't go as far.
I think there was a lot of energy put into exploding that heat shield.
It seems like it. I want to go back to the. Is this gonna take too long to get back there?
It shouldn't.
We got this cool flying camera mouse. I know you're supposed to use it with your offhand, but it's hard. This is. Here, you use it. You do
I
it.
will use it with my offhand.
Try putting the air brakes on the shell so they can have turny bits. I don't like. Shouldn't we just put wings if we want turny bits?
No, it did not blow up.
Oh, it did not blow it up. Okay, I can see it. Yeah, it didn't blow it up. That's weird. What was our highest speed? Exactly.
I think
5,000.
something with that 5,000 meters a second is the too fast.
What is? Why is that our max speed, but this is our highest speed over land?
Because the launch pad is not land. The launch pad is the launch pad. Remember? It's the special launch pad biome.
Right, special launch pad biome. Sure, that makes sense.
So by the time you cleared the launch pad, we let off 133 meters a second.
If I just launch this, it's going to explode instantly, right? right?
I'm pretty sure.
It's worth trying. There's some really weird stuff with the physics of the explodings, and I don't quite get it. What the hell just
What happened there?
Okay.
That deserves another shot. Let's go to the instant replay there, Ted. 1,275 G's is not healthy either.
Okay, I'm gonna zoom way out so we'll have more context, hopefully. You saw that, right?
I looked away for a second.
You guys, everyone needs to see this.
I think I saw what happened.
This is incredible. I don't understand what we did to this poor game.
So just to summarize what I think happened.
Yes.
It teleported like 300 meters in front of where it was, and then flew back at extreme speed, crashing into where it had just launched from.
Yes. So if you
okay,
I'm gonna count it down so everyone can pay attention and watch. So 3, 2, 1. That's incredible, isn't it? That explains the weirdness that was happening before, and I think that might explain why the speed's been so weird too.
What?
I'm gonna try something. I want to flip over the decoupler and see what happens.
Okay. And I'm gonna try and make a clip of that. How do you make a clip of that?
That is worthy of making a clip of. I think I got it around.
How does Twitch work these days? We moved everything. I'm not used to being logged into a channel and trying to make a clip of it. Clips.
Well, see you around then. Sorry you gotta do chores. Chores suck. Okay, I'm not sure if I actually managed to flip it properly. I'm now curious if that was always happening to this thing? Or no, it couldn't have been, because it kept going.
Yeah, I don't know.
Okay, what I'm gonna do, I'm gonna give you another coupler, put it in the same orientation. Right?
Okay, whatever.
Symmetrical?
I will
I should have flipped it. I'm curious.
Next time you do this, I'm gonna take the clip.
Okay. We're gonna do it again.
I know, like right now. But then I'll be able to capture it in the actual clip.
But
you think it might work correctly this time?
No, I want to put more separate shots on it. Let's see what happens. Okay, that time it just exploded.
That wasn't exciting.
So that's how it's supposed to go. Flipping it did work then.
Okay.
So let's get the clip properly.
We can clip it later.
Okay.
Why did you put a separate tile in the front of it?
Because I wanted to put one so I could put one in the same orientation.
I've got a dumb idea.
What, stage them?
Stage them.
Yeah, that was the next step. That was like, why don't we just stage them? I'm not sure if it'll actually work. It should work.
I don't know why it wouldn't work. I mean, unless everything blew up first.
Unless we're going to put the heat shield back on it. So hopefully that doesn't happen. Fun with hacked. Except for Tron. This is a lot of fun.
Well, that worked gangbusters. I don't know what exploded, but something did.
I did my staging wrong.
Oh, okay.
That's what happened. So, like, this one
fell
off.
They staged... One of them flips relative to the other one?
I don't think so.
I think they are.
They might. Which means one of these is going to launch it back with the launch pad.
That was a sweet magic trick.
I don't know what I did.
I know what you did. That was a sweet magic trick. I know exactly what happened. That was a sweet magic trick.
Please explain to me what happened.
They were flipped.
Right.
And you fired the first one, which fired you back into the second one, which fired you forward.
All right, because of the... Yeah.
Okay, so... Edit this.
How many of these? How many of these would it take to get a Kerbal into orbit?
Not that many.
Okay, so what we need to do is properly stage this. This might be getting. I might have built a rocket and not a missile, or an artillery shell. But I'm having too much fun now. Okay.
Actually, this is bad. This is not a great clip.
I'm not sure if it was. I think what happened might have been it was still attached to the clamp.
Those are gonna have nothing to. Oh no. Okay.
This works.
This is a rocket, though. This is.
I know it's a rocket.
This,
I'm aware I built
like
a rocket.
it doesn't meet the criteria for the challenge.
It does not.
But this is. Okay, now it blew up. Why did it blow up that one? It wasn't going that much faster.
I don't know. What? Okay.
Oh wow. Oh wow.
That's a speed.
Oh no.
I kind of want to just build a rocket that's powered by those now.
So they called it an Orion drive? Not exactly. That's a slightly different thing.
But yeah, I don't know. Like, there's something weird about the forces with it. It like slows. I guess it's just atmospheric drag. It slows down so quickly.
It's gonna do that.
Let me put the big ass fins with control surface. Tail fins. Which one is it? These.
Spineless triangular fish, Ralpher Z.
What?
I love those URLs. What have you done now?
It's like the most flyable because it has more wings. That's how it works. We're just not going to make it out there.
I mean, maybe you don't want to put another 0 on there, but you want to like change the 5 to like a 9. I don't know.
Try that. Let's try that. That sounds like a good plan. Just need to save this because it's actually aimed pretty well at the island. So.
Also, like this is something you may not realize, but there is no limit to how high you can go with those launch towers.
I'm aware of that. I've seen that. Didn't they? Did they not
fix that?
They might have fixed that. But also it's super tedious.
I know. I'm just saying.
Right.
Like, I don't think we have to go all the way to space, but we could go a little bit. Like, change that to just 5 and then a 0. Okay, first of all, you don't have number lock on. Sure, 55. Whatever.
Okay.
Wow, I do not like the new mobile Twitch.
Jesus, we doubled the force. That's kind of okay. That's intense.
Isn't that what you want to do?
Yeah, I think that is what we want to do. I'm just worried it's gonna explode a lot again. What did you like the new?
The new stupid Twitch app. Or not the Twitch app, the just the web interface.
So do you have any idea what caused that weird bug where it flew back into itself?
No, not really.
Okay. Did you get a good clip of it? Or should I do it again?
Not really. Well, we've screwed everything up, so.
Well, now it's just gonna.
I could.
It'd be interesting to see if it teleported further.
Sometime when we're not online, I could go back and get the clip out of that, but Not right now. I'm trying to tweet the one that I did get.
Okay. That's this? Me launching the
Yeah,
version?
but there's no way to copy this URL
Oh.
from Twitch onto my
Right.
phone where I can tweet.
Right.
So I have to type the URL out.
Okay. Let's see what happens. That's what I thought would happen. It's currently nice fireworks. Okay, so that's interesting. This only hit...
What happened?
It only hit 5,000 meters per second.
That's the speed that it's going to explode at.
Right. I guess that makes sense. That's why they always, when they explode, they always hit that speed.
Mm-hmm.
That makes sense. So, there's a possible solution that might easily work, and that is... that work? Yeah.
Put my phone down. I will stop.
So I put another heat shield on our heat shield. It might work.
A backup heat shield?
Yeah, because they all, like, absorb heat, and... so it works, actually. Sort of.
Oh, I guess Steven's potentially watching. Hello, Steven, if you're watching, or maybe you're just favoriting my tweets.
So the wings snapped off instantly, but everything else kept going. We're not getting much...
This is by far the furthest one.
Is it? Oh, yeah, because we're still pretty high up.
I kind of
Sorry.
liked the staged version. That was pretty funny.
It was pretty funny. So this didn't even achieve... oh, I guess it's heavier. Is that why it didn't achieve the same speeds?
I'm starting to think it may be not possible to make an actual ballistic missile.
It may not be.
It's disappointing. I mean, well, if we want to just hack...
Oh, we could make it not explode?
I can make a heat shield that can withstand infinite heat.
Right. I mean, that is the solution, right?
I guess, yeah.
I could try the circular thing.
Or, maybe it's time to move on to another
It might be.
thing.
I want to build the staged version though. That's all. Just really quick.
Stage version of the double-powered one.
Yeah. Oh, great. This is easy. I just need to hold Alt to do it. There's probably enough stages to go somewhere. Maybe we should go higher. Maybe we should try to go high.
Try to go to space.
If we leave the atmosphere, the atmosphere isn't going to
It
blow
will
us up
stop
anymore.
blowing up, and then you can get faster. This is true. Okay.
The atmosphere sucks.
Is there a way to build rockets on other planets?
I know there's a mod for that.
Aw. Lame.
It was an impressive explosion. I might have staged it wrong. That might have been the problem.
I suspect that you did.
I do like how every bit I put on there just leaves in a random direction. So, oh no, oh yeah, I did stage it wrong. That's what happened. Okay. You gotta have.
Oh, you staged them all at the same time.
I don't know if that did anything.
It probably
Actually.
didn't actually give you more force.
I don't think it actually gave me more force. So.
It shouldn't have.
Why is that a different result? Because they're all on there still?
I don't
Anyway,
know.
maybe we should go back to our space shuttle? Or build something, or another crazy scheme if somebody has another crazy scheme. That was a lot of fun.
I would like some more crazy ideas, because that was a fun tangent there for a while.
Can you think of any crazy tangents?
I challenge you to build a single stage to Minimus rocket.
Single stage to Minimus. That's okay.
I know single stage to orbit can be done.
Yeah. Yeah.
Oh shit, I have to be standing or I'm not gonna get my stand goal today. I will be right back.
Okay, you're gonna go stand?
I'll also get some more water. What did I and put my iPad somewhere where I won't crush it.
That's a good idea. Actually, no, I don't want this. I want something like probably just that. Single stage to minimus. That's crazy. So we can't. Does accordion staging count as single? I mean, artichoke staging.
For the purposes of a single stage challenge, I will say that anything counts as long as you don't leave anything between your destination and the launch pad.
Damn. I wanted to leave stuff between my destination and the launch pad.
Then it's not a single stage.
That's true. It is true. Trying to conceptualize, like...
So I think you don't want to go up as much as you want to go out.
You just want to go that way?
No, I mean, you don't want a tall rocket, you want...
Oh, a wide rocket.
You want a bunch of rockets strapped together.
I was thinking both. Like a relatively tall rocket that also has a lot of rocket attached.
I don't know, this may be too hard. I don't know.
I'm gonna try at least like 1 or 2 launches to see what the hell is even possible. You know what? You know what might be a good trick here is having a pseudo second stage where I don't leave anything behind. I just turn on different engines.
Oh yeah, no, of course. You're gonna need to do that.
No, it's not that. It's that one. It's that one. That's the one. I've made a forest of tanks, and we're gonna just test it. We're gonna see how it goes. Want some mainsail? I think I want some nuclear engines.
Those don't require oxidizer, remember?
Oh, they don't. You know, that's a good... Yeah. I'm just building a multi-stage rocket that's stupid. That's all I'm thinking about doing now.
This was a bad suggestion. I'm sorry.
I kind of like it, but it's also just like... It's... Building a multi-stage rocket that's... You just keep all of it isn't as cool as I hoped.
I mean, you should be able to launch this thing at like 2% thrust, right?
Yeah. %.
Well, you're firing the nuclear engines too.
I don't have any nuclear.
Oh, you don't?
Okay, I just took this off. Maybe we should have had less engines. Probably should have had less engines. That one was smart.
Just laughing at that thing trying to turn.
I mean, it's actually weirdly stable.
Man, it just looks like a mass of a piece of honeycomb.
It is!
Stuck rockets onto the back of.
This is how I used to build rockets back when I first launched this game. Well, like when it first came out.
Damn, you might actually have a shot at this.
I don't think so.
No, but you're going to single stage to orbit on your first try.
I think, like, if I just take off half the engines and then put some nuclear engines on here too, it might work. Still in the atmosphere.
You need to be going way more sideways.
I was still in the upper atmosphere. I still am in the upper atmosphere. The real reason this isn't going to work is because I'm not a good enough pilot. But like getting all the way out there, I don't have enough fuel to do that anymore, I think.
No, but the reason I said you were doing good on this one is because I think you could get this to orbit.
I think I could. Especially if I stopped and then went up. When you say to minimus, what do you mean? What does to minimus mean?
At least an encounter to minimus.
Okay.
Preferably, like, actually hitting it. Or orbiting it. Whichever you prefer. I'm not going to say landing, because obviously you can't land this thing.
Hitting it is easier. Much, much easier.
Than orbiting or encountering? Encountering it should be the easiest.
Encountering it is the easiest. Like, what I'm saying is, hitting is easier than orbiting. Because an encounter, a bad encounter is just you smash into the thing.
Yeah.
Let's get those nuclear engines in here.
So the nuclear engines you're going to have to put on a separate stage.
Yeah. But does that make it not too...
No, that's still a single stage rocket. As long as you don't dump any engines or tanks or anything. Are there tanks that you can have full of just fuel?
Yes. I should probably do that.
You should add one of those, at least. Because otherwise you have way too much oxidizer and you're just carrying it around for nothing.
Right.
I guess we're no longer hacking.
Oh yeah, we're no longer hacking. I mean, if I need some extra thrust, I could always put some Separatrons on this thing. Although that Leslie, I would have to leave them behind, so it wouldn't be single stage.
Yep, that would be cheating. What are we doing now?
I don't know. How about just like we're doing dumb challenges? Is there not one? I could have sworn there was.
Is there not what?
One of these with only fuel. Because there's like there's fuselage with only fuel, but I can't find a tank.
Even the jumbo fuel tank has oxidizer.
That's got oxidizer.
Well, whatever.
We're just gonna have all this oxidizer.
Yeah.
Or like, you know what I'm gonna do? Let's take this one and say, you know what? Leave all that oxidizer behind. And it's fine. Yeah, we're just gonna leave some oxidizers behind. Not take all that oxidizer. That makes us lighter, so we'll go higher faster. If this still takes off properly.
Nice leisurely rocket.
They're actually more efficient when they're burned higher, right?
The problem with burning, with launching slow, is you're fighting gravity for longer.
Yeah, I know. But I still have like half the engines. I don't think this is going to work.
I don't think the Kerbal Space Program engines have an efficiency curve. I think they're always exactly as efficient as they are.
Okay.
But I could be wrong about that.
I thought they might, but maybe they don't. I don't know.
I honestly don't know how you would be able to tell without doing, like, science.
The other problem is I have to, like, manually shut down all the engines.
You don't necessarily want to shut those down, do you?
When I hit vacuum, I do. Because I want to be efficient then, and not...
I guess. You probably want to keep those until you're circular.
Yeah, probably. I'm not near the 90.
What else could be a good...
This is less stable. A lot less stable.
You're done.
You want to come up with a different one? That's angry. Should we build that space plane?
Can we build a speedboat?
A speedboat? I'm intrigued. I think if you touch the water, you're dead. I think.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I guess you need a mod for that, though.
Oh, no. You know what you could try to do? Because if we landed in the water... You can land in the water. I don't know what happens if you land in the water and then apply thrust.
Okay, here's a challenge.
Okay.
Can you build something that has wheels, wings, and a rocket?
Wheels, wings, and a rocket.
Yeah.
Okay. I think I want to go to the space plane here.
Probably. and they can go in the water, maybe. An all-terrain vehicle.
Literally.
All-terrain, including air
sky.
and space.
Sky is an important terrain,
Yeah.
for those who don't know.
The kind of games I play, sky is a terrain. That seems more practical, right?
But, yeah.
A sky ground water plane?
Mm-hmm.
The one that went back into 2 engines looks kind of cool.
Yeah, but that's for the back.
I know, that's for the back. I know, I'm just saying it looked cool.
I'm gonna use it. I'm gonna use it.
Shut up. I'll shut up.
Okay, so we got.
Go sit in the corner.
So we want plane engines too, right? Because that's.
Sure.
I don't think we're sufficiently all-terrain unless we also have plane engines.
Yeah, okay, there you go. It needs to be able to travel under its own power with a rocket engine, with an airplane engine, and with wheels. And not by using multiple, more than one at the same time.
Right. Okay. Huh. What are these? This is what we're talking about. This is what I'm talking about.
Do you think you can fly with wheels that big? What are wheels that big for?
I mean, you've never wanted to build like a mechanized, like the concept of rovers, but what if you could like put a city on your rover?
What are those for?
I don't know how do you get that somewhere
into space?
Yeah, like
you're gonna have to find out if you're putting it on this plane.
I mean, I'm putting it on this plane.
Then you're gonna get to find out.
Planes like.
It's not ludicrous.
It's pretty damn ludicrous, isn't it? I want to see
someone
smart, someone good at this game.
Who knows what they're doing. Use that.
Use that intentionally. Just be like, yeah, this is my.
No, I do too.
My rover. What? Because our options are this. That's not the worst. Or this.
I mean, those are increasing in scale rapidly.
Rapidly, yeah. Whoops.
Is there any way that you could somehow stow any of these?
Stow?
Like, can you put them on something that can move somehow? Is there such a thing?
I think you need mods for that.
Okay, you know what? I'm changing my mind. I do like the big wheels if you can mount them like this. Like you can shrink them, you can rotate them a little bit.
Okay,
but like
they have to be mounted from the top. You think?
I think they have to be mounted from the top, and then like,
all right, well,
you can mount the wings on top of the wheels.
I could do that.
Oh yeah, put the other ones on upside down. That's great.
Why did it turn them upside down?
Because you're on the opposite side. You put this one on, and then you put that one on, so they're gonna go. What did you pick?
There was something on the runway. Probably one of our ballistic tests is still on the runway. Oh, this doesn't have any batteries.
The wheels are spinning now.
Apparently, they're not making enough contact to actually.
They're probably also fighting each other.
Are they? Oh, because this one's. Yeah, you're right.
Yeah, I think you mirrored one of them, right? You can't mirror wheels.
I know you can't mirror wheels. Let's see if that works. The problem, the driving thing is rough because still not.
Okay, put the wheels on the bottom like a normal person.
Why is it? I could just rotate them more and see if that works. I think they're gonna have to go in like this.
This plane doesn't have a side, though.
It doesn't. I guess they have to be mounted to the bottom. I grabbed the wrong one again.
Because it doesn't want to mount on the top part of it, does it?
No, it doesn't. It mounts like that.
Alright, well, whatever.
Here. Let's go back to those wheels. and look at the other wheels.
Smaller wheels?
The thing is, they're like so vastly smaller.
Yeah, I know. That's what I'm saying. Like, that accelerated really quickly. I barely even know what you would want wheels that big for on, like, earth-moving equipment.
Like, to move your launch pad?
No, you use a tractor, like, tracks for that.
Oh, you do. You do use tracks for that. Yeah. It's true.
I mean, historically speaking, at least. Ouija Power! How's it going?
Ouija Power. Let's see if this...
In response to the title of the stream, here's what you're doing. 1, going on YouTube. 2, locating the Disney XD YouTube channel. 3, watching DuckTales reboot premiere. That sounds fun, but it also sounds like if we did that on stream, we'd probably get banned.
These also aren't working.
Those are definitely fighting each other now.
They are.
I think actually all 4 of them are fighting each other.
That seems...
You disabled steering.
There you go. That's what I wanted to do.
Yeah. Now do the same thing on the other side.
But these are the same thing. See?
No, one of them's turning that way, the other one's turning this way.
These are turning opposite directions?
Look at the wheels.
What the fuck? They're symmetry of each other. So like, if I normalize that one, it normalizes that one. Okay. So let's... How are you supposed to mount these then?
Something's wrong, because it looks like they were turning...
No, you're correct.
Okay.
They look like they were turning opposite directions to me.
Okay.
It's just like,
Okay.
I cannot independently control them, because they're supposed to be... Yeah, they're... What?
Do we need to take a break and, like, recuperate our brains here for a second?
Let's try putting it... Like, okay. That one's going that way, and that one's going that way.
Oh yeah, that ain't right.
That ain't right.
What the hell, man? Oh, it's the stupid vehicle symmetry mode. You can't have symmetry on when you're putting wheels on. Remember? Didn't we figure this out last time we tried to build a fucking...
Yeah, I guess. I thought it worked, but I guess it doesn't. I thought it would work in this mode because you know, it should work in this mode, but what if we mounted them like that? So it's like a... Because it kind of works... That's kind of awesome.
I think it's going to scrape its belly on the ground, but...
Hopefully it doesn't. Why can't I remember? Why don't I just click on the wheels picture? Okay, so these... No.
How in the hell do you wheels?
You know what? I should put it on here and just rotate it the...
How the frig are you supposed to wheels?
Yes. Nope. All the way around. Do I have to mount them, like, upside down? No.
That can't be right.
The treads... the treads must not be... The tread is the way it's rotating, right? Because... Okay, I'm going to do an experiment. Let's just put half the wheels on and see if it goes.
Sure.
It's going to be shitty and scrape around the ground, whatever, but like...
Do whatever you need to do.
I need to base myself in reality enough to actually, like... That one is going that way, and this one is going... Can't tell which way it's going.
Pretty sure that one's going contra-wise.
Opposite direction?
Didn't it look like it?
Yes.
It's hard to tell.
It is mounted differently. Okay. But this one's going correctly. So this one is actually correct.
So if you just make 3 more like that one.
Okay. What if I take this off and put it away because it's bad? we just put 2 of these on here.
Starting like those giant wheels. They didn't have this problem.
We don't know they didn't have this problem.
This thing just looks silly, but I think that was the point, so.
apparently scrapes too much. They're steering with each other, which should imply that they would go the same direction, shouldn't it?
I think so. You can put one wheel in the center and then, like,
I like that idea.
see how it goes.
That should drive. This is. I don't know where the wings go on this, but
The wings get mounted on top of the big wheels, remember?
right. It's going.
Okay.
So that's stage 1. It drives. It's actually kind of fun to drive.
It's fun to make all wheels steer, because then you can do stupid things like that.
Okay. I don't know what was happening before. Let's not worry about it.
Don't worry about it.
Or ever think about it ever
forget
again.
that. It never happened.
So we need some giant ass wings on this.
Yes. They're going to have to be quite big. Probably sticking up out of the top. Like, out of the center line.
Yeah, like this but flat. Like this
I think
location.
it'll have to be a little bit higher than that.
You're right. They might have to.
If you're going to have
They
to
might
be
have to
coming
mount
actually out of the center line.
Yeah. Oops, I pulled it down. Why? Oh, because it's. That's why. Oh, I need snapping to get them actually straight. That would be a good idea, right? That
That's
works.
still not quite straight, but
They're
sure.
not perfectly straight, but apparently they didn't want to be perfectly straight.
Swept down is the correct direction to have wings, isn't it? No, it's not.
No, it's not.
No, it's not.
Swept up. But... Fine. Turn off snapping. I've seen some people build cool wings, but it's been too long.
I mean, we could just go straight bug wings. I don't know what the plan is here.
I was gonna build some big wings and then mount some engines possibly on them. And I think we need some kind of tail fin too. Actually, like I keep seeing people do stuff like this. Not to this size, but
That seems probably good.
I think this size. No,
That seems too small.
this size.
That's closer to correct, maybe? You think you could make those wings bi wings? Or is that just asking for too much?
What is a bi-wing?
When you have two wings stacked on top of each other.
These?
No.
Oh, these. Oh, you mean like a biplane?
I mean like a bi wing plane.
Holy shit. Okay.
Or that's asking too much.
That's asking a little bit.
Okay. Then no. Then never mind. You can say no.
I'm saying no.
Alright. That doesn't look right. Okay.
I mean, I don't know.
Let's see if you can make this take off.
Well, how about I give it some?
Engines?
I mean, that is the thing.
Ailerons? That's
Ailerons.
cheating.
Ailerons first. Engines second. Or is both cheating?
No, of course you need engines. You need plane engines and rocket engines, probably. I wonder if you're going to end up strapping an external tank to this.
Oh, like a booster?
Yeah, if you want it to launch like a rocket.
Oh, does it also have a launcher like a rocket?
I don't know.
I mean,
I didn't make up these rules.
I mean, I was thinking it launches like a plane and then starts rocketing at some point, but...
Oh, and then rockets to like go to space? Okay.
Yeah,
Sure.
yeah. Because like I was gonna give it nuclear engines. Because apparently that's what you put on space planes.
Okay. Oh yeah, because they don't need oxidizer. That makes sense.
That looks better.
It's got something going on with the wings. I don't know what it is,
Okay.
but it's... Those wings look serious.
So what goes on the back? Is it the rocket engines or the jet engines? 'Cause
Well,
we could
okay,
put,
so
like-
where is the air intake?
we don't have one yet. Because we could do like BAM That looks a little
I
silly.
think that's what. No, I think that looks awesome.
You think that looks awesome?
I
Okay.
think that looks awesome, and you put airplane engines under the wings.
Sure.
But you also need to put
The intakes.
scoops
We need scoops. Yes.
somewhere.
Let's see, I think we want the ramjet engines. I think is best. Where is it?
Underneath the plane?
Why doesn't it want to be wing
On top?
body? Nope, it's unhappy. Maybe I need to put the tanks on there first.
And the cell in there first?
Mm-hmm. It's the
Is that the wrong diameter?
there. Okay,
That is a much bigger diameter.
it's not the right diameter for sure, but because that's the right diameter.
I can't get them apart.
Yeah, because if you detach them from the plane, it's always a problem. Okay. There. I don't know how many more of these we're going to need. We're going to have to figure that out.
I think we'll find that out in a few minutes.
Okay, now we need some air intakes. Those probably shouldn't be exactly lined up with the wheels.
Intersecting the wheels is not a great look.
Does this thing take off? Here, let's put them, because we have like this weird gap in the wings. Whoops. Put them in the weird
Oh,
gap.
put them under the gap? Yeah, that makes
Yeah.
sense.
Yeah.
Yeah, now it looks like the gap is there to like for heat,
Yeah, for heat.
or something.
Okay, so let me separate the engines.
Not stage them together.
I think this is when you use the action groups. for sure.
Probably.
What is the
TX
extra?
Pro shooter. What the fuck
So
is this?
it drives?
Zach wanted a new challenge, so I came up with one challenge, which was rocket to minimus, and we decided not single stage to minimus. We decided not to do that. Then I came up with another suggestion, which was a vehicle that does all of the things. So it can drive, it can fly, and it can rocket to space.
It needs some
Batteries?
batteries.
Oh yeah, about that maybe.
Well, I wanted to prove it drove, but then it just didn't.
It
move.
ran out of fuel.
Yeah.
I mean, if you spin up the engines, those will
Let's give it
generate.
some fuel cells, right? But if it's just rolling on with the engines going, that's not.
How does that not count?
Because you said it had to roll under its own power.
Yeah, the engines count as power. Don't
Oh,
they?
okay.
Can it deliver tequila though?
I mean, if,
Uh,
as long
it
as
would-
tequila's.
It'll be a very expensive tequila shot, but yes, we can bring you a tequila shot with this thing.
Maybe we should put those giant wheels on here.
So I don't know if
might
these
need more
engines
engines.
are your takeoff engines.
These have to be my pickup engines. Or are these like only high altitude engines?
I think that's the problem with those engines.
I mean, that's more the problem with the wheels.
Is the wheels what exploded?
No, but like, if there was more room between the wheels and the,
And the ground?
the engines and the ground, things might go better. That's what I'm suggesting.
Yeah, I think the problem though is as ramjet engines, don't those take a lot of air that they weren't getting?
It's possible they need way more air than they're getting. I swear I've seen people take off with ramjet engines. Help if symmetry was on.
You know, I would suggest a symmetrical quantity of engine.
Symmetrical planes, do they fly better?
I've heard something about that, maybe. What are you putting on now?
I mean, what do I just put on, like, an actual proper landing gear? That probably would make more sense.
What is it gonna stand on the back?
More landing gear.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, go for it. And then you'll retract these and it can drive. This is perfect.
Oh, okay. Actually, I want to see this. I need to see this properly.
This is a transformer.
It's a transformer.
Like, honestly, that's what I should have told you to make.
It
It's
is
a transformer.
It's a transformer. Maybe we should have installed that crazy robots mod.
There's a robots mod?
Yeah.
Yes.
Like, if you want to build a transformer, you can actually build it. You can, like, build an arm and program it to move and individually.
Why haven't we been doing this the whole time?
Because I mentioned it before, and maybe you misunderstood, but you said that sounded too complicated.
I didn't hear about that. Backstory challenge, Comrade Schmuck. Those allied bastards have taken out our secret base. Your mission is to bomb the bastards.
Oh, yeah.
Challenge, bomb the secret base. Why did you retract the...
Because I wanted to see
if it test if it actually works?
And it actually works. This is stupid.
This is amazing. Now does it take off?
That's the next test. I mean, we could strap some bombs on this. There's no reason we can't, right?
What would a bomb be? Just a probe and a fuel tank?
Imagine if I just dropped that engine.
Yeah.
That's basically what a bomb is.
Okay, those engines are working. I stand corrected.
We just need more thrust. We need more lift, also.
You definitely need more lift. You should be off of the launch pad.
There we go.
Oh, there you go.
Woo!
Did a cool flip. On purpose.
Another one?
Totally on purpose.
And, okay.
The nuclear fallout is everywhere.
I guess they are nuclear engines. It's probably really bad.
It's really bad if you crash that. I mean, the Kerbals do live underwater, so that probably helps.
Does it help a lot? Like, doesn't it mess up water biomes also?
Yeah, but they also don't eat. So they live underwater and they don't eat, so they won't get radiated.
Right.
It makes perfect sense.
What if they survive on, like, photosynthesis or something? I could easily...
Is that why they're green?
I mean, yeah, that's kind of what I'm suggesting. Okay. I like swept wings, but I hate rotating all the ailerons after I place them on the planes.
Just stick the ailerons inside of the ailerons.
You're just suggesting just like that.
Forget it. Who cares? Wait, do Ninja Turtles photosynthesize?
They eat pizza, so they must not only photosynthesize if they photosynthesize.
Yeah, no, I was gonna say, I don't know. Okay.
It's just covered in ailerons now. They're not pretty, but we'll see if it takes off now.
I am intrigued by this rocket mod, or the robot mod. What is the robot mod called?
Something robotics. There's a problem.
In that you're still on the launch pad?
No, watch this. See,
I'm
saying go up.
Well, so you just have to invert half of them. Or just those two, I guess. You're running out of runway. Magic Smoke Industries Infernal Robots?
That sounds right. Infernal Robotics.
Infernal Robotics.
Yeah. Wire? So I just put these on here. Why are some of them inverted and some of them aren't?
Because, fuck you, that's why.
Cool. So wait, these are the correct ones.
That's Zach, I'm Kris. Or you can keep calling us random things. I find that amusing.
Left wings.
Oh, sorry?
Oh, you're looking.
I'm checking out the video of what this mod does.
You should skip about halfway through that video to really see.
It is 15 minutes long. Okay.
Like skip to the part where he's on the runway testing. There it is. What? I just inverted half of these. That's inverted. But it's not inverted.
This is the same problem we've always been having with planes, right? That, the fucking ailerons don't work.
It's one of the key problems I've had with planes.
Sure, yeah, I'll go by right quick. I'm fine with that.
Is nothing happening?
Yep, a whole lot of nothing's happening here.
There we go.
I mean, to be perfectly honest, this is not terribly exciting.
It's a 15-minute, it's a bad video. Maybe watch that one. Like, the thing is, you can manipulate each of those parts individually.
Okay, that's cool.
Yeah, that's kind of what, that's how you sell this, I think. Chris is enthralled by a video of a robot walking across Duna. With the Infernal Robotics
Sorry,
mod.
Zach said that we can get this mod and make Transformers. So, like,
we can get that.
Obviously, I want to do that.
This should take off now.
It's not taking off.
It should take off now. Why isn't it taking off? It's going fast enough to take off. There it goes. Did flip again. My center of gravity is probably in a terrible place.
It's almost certainly in a terrible place.
That's probably part of the problem. Where is my center of gravity on this thing?
Oh yeah, no, there's your problem right there.
Well, we did mount the wings on top of the plane.
You didn't really have a lot of choices, though.
Yeah. What if I just lost
Lost the wheels? Yeah, okay, you can lose the wheels.
and put the wings where wings traditionally go on planes?
Hey.
I know it's not as fun. I'm aware it's not as fun.
Oh, now it's a biplane.
Whoops.
Almost. Well,
I could add struts between them for the proper biplane.
I don't think that a biplane is made by the struts. It's
Okay.
made by the two wings.
Right. You wanted a biplane. Let's
You didn't say that it
see if it takes... We needed to take... Yes, to bomb, I need the plane to take off. Then I can add bombs and stuff. If the plane doesn't take off, I can't really bomb anything.
Yeah, you wanted us to bomb the secret runway, not our own runway.
I'm happy to bomb... I'm happy to, like, smash stuff into this, but, like, it's less exciting. I could tilt the plane up. Maybe I should tilt the plane up.
I don't know, whatever you just did with the wheels is not tremendously helping.
It's not.
Are your tail flaps maybe working against you? Because they have a canter to them?
Oh, they are. They might be. But, like... I mean, that's not... I didn't do that. It just flipped over. So that's a pretty good crash.
Yeah.
Don't understand why planes are so hard. Wait, no. You want... They have the bottom end higher. I want the top end.
You want those wheels shorter than you want them on the back. That's the point. No, you want those ones longer if you want the front to point up.
Okay. Yes, that's okay. Yeah. You'll rescue us.
You're here to rescue us.
So how do you get a plane
Thank
off
you,
the ground?
Chilla.
How do you get the plane off the ground? That's what I want.
I believe they told us how to do this before. Like,
Yeah,
I'm almost entirely sure Chilla told us how to do this before.
But man, did it not take last time. And it was not Chilla's fault. I'm not blaming you in any way. I'm just...
Oh no, it's clearly
entirely
our
my
dumb
fault.
brains.
What if I just put these on here? Like, these are supposed to be tail fins.
Those don't steer?
They do. They got the flaps.
I think they were talking about something just before that.
Oh. Which doesn't steer.
I'm not sure.
We have ailerons. They're badly placed. But they don't seem to help. I tilted the
I don't
plane
know.
up.
We
The
lost
plane-
the wheels, so I'm not interested in this plane anymore.
I'm sorry. Should we? We could. You know, we can actually just take a quick break and install this mod if you wanted to.
Let's not do that while we're trying to do
Okay.
other things. We can do that either next week if we're going to keep playing Kerbal Space Program. I can do it on my own. Oh, okay. That's taking off a whole lot better.
It's going. You know,
It's still doing backflips, but
Still doing
it's doing a
backflips,
much
yeah.
bigger backflip. right in the nuclear engines. You blew up the whole launch pad.
Yep. Yeah, so, yeah, click on the center of mass. Here you go. Here's the center of mass.
I'll take a look at those mods.
Here's the list. Yeah, that's
ED Armory.
Yeah, if you want weapons in your game.
Oh, that looks kind of cool.
I did a whole bunch of mod research, like, 2 months ago now.
We should probably, like, switch up the mods that we have at some point.
Yeah, that makes sense.
Especially if we're giving up on, or, you know, not necessarily giving up, but permanently postponing career mode.
Uh-huh.
Those two cars just travel through each other in the background. I think they did.
They might have. Are these going to hit each other? No. I don't know. Like, I don't really pay much attention to the background, usually.
Put tank guns on your thing. Wow.
The blue one is behind the yellow one. Actually. What can I move to change? Oh, I can move our engines a little bit up. The thing is, plane isn't that. It's that most of the weight is on the wings. It's hard to.
Big bombs, huh?
Big bombs?
Oh, take a look at this. Features. Aim and fire turrets with your mouse, homing air-to-air and air-to-ground missiles, cruise missiles, countermeasure flares, unguided rockets, bombs, cannons and artillery, lasers, explosions, recoil impulse calculated by projectile mass and muzzle velocity, bullets affected by gravity, firing mechanism cut off if the bullet is pointed at your own vessel.
That's a good safety feature.
Yeah. AI guards to fight against. Damage systems. Parts that are compatible with this. Yeah, that seems pretty cool.
Oh, that's cool. You can put crew cabins in your. We can build an airliner.
Yeah, let's not necessarily do that.
But that way we would kill more people every time we crash. That's the only benefit.
That's not what we're looking for, though.
I know.
45 degrees behind and under the center of mass. That sounds like good advice.
Okay. So I'm sorry you're going to lose your bi-wings.
That's not going to help you as much, though.
It's going to help me a little bit. You need to raise the center of mass. Or lower
Put the engines on top of the wings?
Sure.
That's not how that things usually go, but you know, there's no rule against it.
So 45 degrees behind and under. So, like, we need to swap them, basically. Yeah.
No one is nuclear bombing North Korea. At least, I hope not. Certainly not us.
The worst we're going to do is accidentally drop nuclear engines on our own launch facility.
Yep. We're totally bombing the launch complex inadvertently. We've already done that like 5 times.
It's a safe distance from all populated Kerbal locations. We swear.
Yes,
mostly
because they're
they're
under the sea.
Because they're under the sea. What if I just put one here? Would that be better?
I mean, that would look more normal.
It would look more normal. Especially if it was like, you know, centered or something. Oh, this is when I actually should use the space mouse.
How would the space mouse help you there?
It would help me. Why is? Let me just get a new one. That might help me. Yeah, the new one actually helps. It's better. It's not perfect. It's not what you actually suggested, but to raise the center of mass, I can also send the engines down. That's probably a terrible idea, isn't it?
No, that's a terrible idea.
Yeah.
That's a good suggestion. Use
Oh.
a medium landing gear on the front because the medium can steer.
Okay. I didn't know the landing gear is here. Probably should use medium all the way around then.
Well,
I mean, the landing gear we had was too big. Wasn't it?
okay, yes, a little bit, maybe, fine.
I'm sorry. I wanted the big wheels on here too, but like I don't think...
All I know is that Chilla has helped us a lot in previous streams, so we're always open to suggestions.
If you want to suggest something, please suggest something. I mean, we built that artillery shell.
What other parts would be fun to hack?
That's a good question. I think we should hack some more parts.
Because that was fun.
You know, this thing needs like a big, heavy thing on the nose cone so we can...
Just to make sure that it doesn't fly straight?
No, to make sure it flies straighter. Because actually we want to... Yeah, right, yes. I did that. I offset the height of the front wheel. Maybe it'll fly better now? It'll fly better... You know what would make it fly a lot better? Is this wing was symmetrical. I think that'll help it. You know what? I offset this wing a little bit. I think we can get there, more or less. I have to offset that wing too much. It's not a different kind of biplane.
Yeah, it's still a biplane.
They're in line, which is better than them being out of line.
Probably.
Rotate them? Rotate them. Sure. I'll rotate them.
I don't think that's
Oh,
what he was talking
the wheels?
about. I think he was talking about putting the wheels on the edge of the plane, and then you can rotate them.
They're...
You sort of did that?
I think this thing should tilt up enough. Let's see how it tilts. TX wants you to hack engines, huh?
Yeah, I mean, that's the obvious, though. I'm thinking, like, what else would be more fun if it had a number multiplied by 1,000?
It's a little unstable.
Like, didn't weigh anything. You think?
I'm not touching anything. Yeah.
Well, they're in flight simulator mode right now, but pretty soon we're going to turn on the engines and actually fly this thing. Yeah, see, the wing is only almost crashing into the runway. It's totally fine.
Maybe we need some, like, stabilization wheels in the edge. Yeah, yeah.
Yeah, no, we know the wheels are too close together.
You know, it's a lot more stable in flight.
Yeah, this is working a whole lot better now, actually.
There we go. Trying to level off a little bit. I'm not sure if are we going 2 up?
I don't know what you're trying to do, so
I'm trying to leave. Screw this place. Get out of here. We built a space plane. Might as well take it to space, right?
okay.
Yeah, I know I need to rotate the control surfaces. I just never got around to that step. Because they kept not working properly. Half of them were inverted compared to the other half at one point.
The way Kerbal Space Program deals with control surfaces.
It's because they
It's
don't
just dumb.
They don't properly attach to the wings.
I know, it's
Yeah.
dumb. It doesn't make sense. It's confusing. It's not intuitive. Even more so than many things in this stupid game. We're definitely space plating.
We're definitely space planing.
You might want to keep the info panel on those windows open, because at some point they're going to run out of oxygen, and you're going to want to know
And
that.
that's pretty soon, actually, looking at this. We're losing thrust rapidly.
Oh, yeah. No,
So I might want to switch over. Yeah. Whoops.
You kind of got to shut them all down in a hurry.
I assumed both would shut down at the same time, and that did not happen. We're just upside down, it's fine. This is why you use control groups if you're smart.
What is going on in the... Okay, you're drunk? Cool.
Nice.
It's always fun.
Yep. It's kind of lost a
You
little. Lost it a little bit there.
You're okay. You know what you're doing.
So I assumed that like most of the things when you activate a button do it
Everyone
symmetrically.
is screaming push T. What is T gonna do?
Oh, that toggle SAS. Yes.
Oh, yeah.
That would have been smart. That would have really been smart. Thank you. Sorry. I've never actually launched a space plane before, so...
I don't think those engines are helping you do useful things right now.
They're not. I mean, it's...
No, yeah, obviously T's. Rear's the killer! Thank you for following. I remember that T does SAS.
Yes,
I just kind of assumed Zach would have that on.
Yeah.
Moose Wee!
Thank
you for following.
So can we, like... Do these engines actually lift this thing? Doesn't look like it, does it?
Not so much.
Okay, that's a problem. Oh, you know, maybe you're supposed to... Maybe you're supposed to turn these on and leave the other ones on until they're, like, done, and then turn them off?
Probably wouldn't have hurt.
Yeah. Action groups would have really made this flight better in every way.
One day we'll learn how to use action groups.
One day.
Not
I really should
today.
research that. Got it, yeah. Space planes are hard. This thing is not flying in any way, so... Do we have a new... Did you come up with anything you wanted to mod? Make 08 yet? You want to look at some components? Let's look at some components.
What do you want me to do? We could, because...
I mean, it would be funny, potentially, is fuel tanks that didn't weigh anything.
Yeah, that's...
Yeah, okay.
That's just... Fuck you, rocket equation.
Right. I don't know, we got RCS engines. We got... More decouplers. Docking ports? You could maybe do something weird with docking ports.
I guess I could increase the magnetic force of the docking port and just see we dock something from land to space.
Yes. I think we should try that. I think
Let's
we should
do
try
that.
that. Okay, so we just
Exit out of the old
let me
Kerbal
just save this bad space plane.
Sure.
I wonder if that's a thing that's a moddable attribute. I guess we'll find out.
It's gotta be. I'm pretty sure that all of the numbers are modeled.
Okay.
What
This
is
is
those
gonna
called? The docking port. Just the docking port. Okay.
Clampatron is like the basic one. It's probably in here. Docking port. Docking port. Probably should just do docking port, right?
Okay, so duplicate that. You just copied the name.
I know.
Now call it.
Oops.
You need to rename it.
Enter.
F2.
F2. Docking ports. What do we call them?
No spaces. Just 0 HP. Now we can open up the CFG. And you need to change the name.
Name.
Not that name. The title. Clampatron
Title.
docking port.
Clampatron.
Launching port.
Let me just delete this because
No, you should leave that there. Because an empty string could be a problem.
okay.
So now let's see what the attributes are.
We got drag, mass, crash tolerance. Does it not have? Isn't that not an attribute?
Probably attach rules. I will look this up. Let's see.
I don't think it's. Yeah.
I'm.
Oh, you think it's
theorizing
attach rules?
It's attach rules.
Okay. Attach rules could also be how you stick the thing on there. There's a way to check, which is to look at something else. Like, how about we look at the grappling device? It was the CFG file?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. This also has attach rules.
Yeah, maybe everything has attached rules. I'm looking at some CSG file
Sure.
documentation.
Subcategory cost, energy cost, tech required, node attach. Don't think it's any of those. Yeah, that also has attach rules. I'm pretty sure attach rules is. That sucks that that's not a moddable attribute.
Okay. So tag roles mean, can your part be stacked on top of others?
Right.
Can it be placed on a surface? Can it be stacked?
Yep.
Can things be stacked onto the surface? And can the part be placed if it collides with something else?
Yeah, we made a special chinchilla. We made a special decoupler that ejected things with the force of a rocket for fun. And Chris is hoping for a different part to mod. What trouble could you get into with the parachute? What the parachutes have?
Oh, here we go.
Oh, you found it?
Yeah, I guess it just doesn't have the settings defined in that level, but I think we can.
Would it have a different one have it, or do we have to go somewhere else?
We should just be able to model that there. Unless you can see docking node somewhere. No, not in here, but
Where?
in there, in here.
In here.
Docking node, the thing? It might not be in utility parts, I don't know. Yeah, that's kind of the idea. We want to make it explode. Everything.
I don't see docking node.
Okay, then here's what we're going to do.
Okay.
Go back into the 0 HP docking port.
Into this. Here.
Now you're going to add.
Maybe you should do this because you actually understand.
Okay,
this?
so in the module docking node,
Yep.
after staging enabled false,
Make a new line.
Make a new line. See.
Acquire force equals space.
As many one and then as many zeros as you feel like. That's too many zeros. No more than 5. Maximum of 5.
Okay, great.
And you have to capitalize the F in force.
Okay, I did not see that in the thing.
And then capture range.
Cool. And range is capitalized.
Range is capitalized. And this you want to make at least 100,000.
Keep going.
One more zero.
This capture range, so we just want to be safe, right?
Sure.
Like.
And now save this.
Okay.
Mod an SRB so it can be controlled. I mean, that would be kind of fun. Does Space Shuttle actually have gimbling SRBs? I didn't realize that.
Yeah, it does. It does have gimbling SRBs.
How do you know that?
Because I watched videos about how to make the space shuttle in this game. And a big limitation on not being able to make the space shuttle properly is you can't have a gimbling SRB.
So save this.
Saved it.
Now the first thing we're going to need to do is test
To see if this works.
see if this works. So we're going to have to.
Okay.
You want to build some sort of rig where you can test docking ports on land.
I'll build the. Actually, I've got a great dumb way to test this over a stupid distance.
Okay, cool. I will be surprised when I come back. I will be back.
I'll tell you guys. We're gonna build one. Sorry. We're gonna build one in the launch pad, and then we're gonna build the other one in the spaceplane facility, and see if they each other because they should over that distance. The person above this message is a chinchilla. I don't think being called a chinchilla is very offensive. Because chinchillas are very cute. I love chinchillas. They're so like, and the sand baths thing is adorable. Okay. Let's get back to our game. And we're gonna build some stupid rig. I love our stupid rigs. Okay, so this side, we're gonna have a probe body. We're gonna hold it up like this. No, I'm actually going to. Let me fix this. Okay. No, I'm just gonna start over because it'll be easier to just rotate it with the key commands, like I should have in the first place. Okay. What is? I'm trying to do things. It's hard for me to check the chat at the same time. I'm trying to switch between. It could happen. It's a real danger to this experiment. So, what did we call it? Do we? It's not in the list. It's not here. Did we miss a step? Docking port senior, docking port junior. Well, we messed something up with the mod. That's fine. Don't know what happened. Sorry about that. Okay. Did we forget to change the name? The launching port, we have the launching port. That's all in there. It didn't show up in the list.
Didn't show up in the list, huh?
Nope.
You sure you saved this?
I just opened this again.
Oh, it's still got the title. Oh, it's Clampetron launching port.
What do you mean we've got to dupe it?
Yeah, that was duplicated.
Should we? It could be like here. I'm not sure if.
Okay, so
That's
delete docking port 0 HP.
Yeah. Let's try copying this one because I'm not sure because I know there's the junior and the.
Sure. You copied the name again.
I did copy the name again and not the thing. Oops.
Okay.
Oops.
Edit that notepad.
And then
Okay, so you need
acquire force
acquire force.
equals, and you said 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and then capture range.
Capture range, yes.
And you said how many zeros in this one?
1 more 0.
Okay.
And capture has a lowercase.
Capture needs to be lowercase.
Save this.
Close this. Just to make sure it's saved. Yep.
Should probably work.
I don't know why it didn't work last time. I know it's a really large one. That's fine. It doesn't matter if it's the big one. Does it?
If we can get this to work, we can modify more of them.
Yes.
Like, the first thing is to
I was worried
test
that
the theory.
the docking port wasn't in the list because there were 3 items in the list and there were 4 docking ports. Folders. There are 4 folders.
I
and
guess
3...
if that might be a base model.
It might be a base model that we're not using anymore, or it is. We're building a gigantic magnet. That's basically what we're doing.
Yeah, my strategy is to be able to dock something into orbit from the launch pad.
Yeah.
I don't know if we'll be able to get quite there, and if you could even get to that point, it would probably destroy everything
on the transmit. Or you're
well,
saying
no, it's gonna react with the vehicle to bring it down, probably.
Oh, we're gonna hear it hit Matt halfway.
Yeah, I don't know.
Okay, so my
yeah, effectively a space elevator. Why not?
It is with magnets. So we're gonna put this here. Well, actually, we need to make sure the dock port showed up, and it didn't because we have docking port senior and no. Like, could it be the numbers are bad?
Didn't pop up.
It should be right next to this.
Yeah. Okay, so the other thing to test.
Yeah, I just want to make sure it's not
what would be called a launching port.
Right.
Searching all parts for launching, actually.
That's what I did.
This is all parts? Okay. So we can try exiting one more time.
Mm-hmm.
The other thing to test would be to take out our 2 custom things and to see if we can do it with just nothing.
What do you? Oh, you mean the like?
Take out the 2 lines that we added.
Oh,
and
right.
see if we can just get a docking port that's called a launching port.
Sure. I think that's a good test. Kill the gravity? Oh, do you mean to make them not crash into each other? I think it'd be funny if we pulled the thing out of orbit and the thing off the launch pad at the same time. That seems great to me. Okay, so you're saying...
I know you want us to bomb those bastards. So I would say just copy those 2 things.
I just
and
cut
delete the empty line. All the way. There you go.
And just save this.
Mm-hmm.
And now we should just have, in theory...
Ought to have a launching port senior.
Yeah. Take away the gravity to what?
We can probably take the gravity away from Kerbin.
Oh, from Kerbin? That sounds kind of dumb.
Hello, Panzer Tank 2.
Hello. We're editing config files because
it seems like fun.
It is fun. It continues to be fun. Hack gravity to 0. Okay, yeah. So that is what they're saying. Get rid of Kerbin's gravity. That sounds like a fun thing to do. It would still have the atmosphere, which would be weird.
We could maybe make the atmosphere thinner or thicker or both.
I'm sure we could. I'm sure we could if we wanted to.
I don't know where those things would be, but maybe, yeah.
It might be as simple as this. Probably isn't, but it could be.
Delete the Samosphere? Alter the spin of Kerbin. All right, we will look at planetary attributes next.
It's not here.
Because apparently we can't do
modding docking
ports. I don't know why that happens.
Sucks.
I bet we can. We're just doing something dumb.
I'm sure we're doing something dumb.
So let's quit Kerbal Space Program. Okay. We're gonna mod some planets. I will.
You need to take over.
Yeah,
I'm not gonna. I can copy what you did before, but I'm not gonna.
Well, apparently you can't because you weren't able to modify a docking port. It is entirely your fault and not anything about the base game.
Sure. Could it be the dash in the name that I left there?
Yep.
Okay. It's probably that.
You want me to try something? I mean, no, this one had a dash in it. Okay. Some of them have dashes in it. I'm gonna try this. F2 even.
Could we have not needed to put them on the bottom? Was that the?
I don't know. You also might not need to put them actually in here.
Mm. Atmosphere. Okay.
We're gonna make our own planet. It's gonna be where Kerbin was, but it'll be our planet and not anyone else's.
It's gonna look a lot like Kerbin, right?
Probably yes. Okay. It's not. You think it's a prop
Ooh,
or a space?
crew cabins.
Nope.
cockpit.
Those are internal cabins.
Should I look it up?
That's cheating.
What I should do is make a space plane and send it as an email so you can open it and reverse engineer it. It's not the worst plan.
I mean, well, here's a science definitions, resources, or what is or?
There's or.
Okay.
So you were... Kerbal.
Where is it?
Kerbal. Damn it. No, that's wrong. It's not Kerbin.
Probably internals configurations files. I can change the contracts.
Internals is blank. There's nothing for internals.
Okay. Maybe this is not as easy to change as
It
everything
might not
else.
be.
I would kind of make sense that it wouldn't be necessarily as easy.
It does. Okay, here's a tutorial on how to make a planet.
Sure. Skip everything that says textures, generating config files. Where do you save that?
Oop.
Dude, scroll down.
Copernicus folder.
No, that's the name of the planet is
folder,
confirmed.
the system.
Where the fuck is this? Kerbal Space Program does not have a config folder. If you can show me
I'm going to read this more slowly, so I'm trying to. Game data. It says go to. Okay.
I was in game data.
You're in game data.
In squad. Right? This is just making a new planet.
This is making a new planet, but shouldn't that mean it goes where the same planet is?
Well, it's making a whole new mod because the folder inside of game data is a mod.
Is a mod. Okay.
I mean, let's see if I can search for Kerbin. How do you? Here. Is scatter a mod?
Scatter is a mod.
I can't find a CFG file with the name Kerbin. EVA and Kerbin orbit.sfs. What is this? That is scenarios in science. Okay. Yeah. This is not a thing that we can easily do.
Sucks.
While on stream. It's probably a thing we can do. So maybe if we wanted to do this for next week or something, we could do that.
Maybe.
I don't know. I think we've gotten to the end of dumb things that we can do in this stream. It seems like.
I want to maybe over the week try to figure out how to get that Clampatron to work because that seems really funny.
That does really seem like it would be funny.
And then try to see if we can figure out.
If you make sure that I have everything installed on my computer, I can play with that during the week.
Sure.
So we'll set that up after stream. But I think that is all for this stream. Let's put us into the booth or something. So we're not on Windows.
Yeah.
It's like that's not where you want to be for the end of the stream. That's terrible. Okay. So coming up this week, we've got a whole bunch of streams. I won't be here until next week. But tomorrow we've got Non-Committal Tuesdays. I don't know who's going to be there. Do you? You're not.
Don't think. I am.
It's Jordana and Alan.
Oh, right.
They're going to be playing something starting about noon. I don't recall exactly what. Sundered. Yeah. Okay, cool.
It's a new indie game. That seems cool.
Yeah, we they saw it at TwitchCon last year. It sounds cool. Mm-hmm. I can tell you what our uptime was. Our uptime is okay, I can't. About 3.5 hours we've been going.
Yeah.
So on Wednesday, it is Partners in Crime, where Jordana and Alan are going to be continuing their playthrough of XCOM 2. And on Thursday, it's going to be Lasers and Lore. I don't know what they're doing. Are they more Destiny 2? Or
I think they're going to wrap up, or they're
wrapping up
playing
Shadow of Mordor. Okay.
Unless the new one came out by now.
I think that's next week. I'm not sure.
Okay.
It'll be something. Some new games. And then on Friday, it is Teaching My Mom The Sims. Tell us about how you're going to teach your mom The Sims.
Well, we're going to start a new build. I know that. I don't know what the build theme is. Usually Gabrielle determines those. Probably Mom will have some input. No one asked me.
Okay.
So, yeah.
You're just the third wheel.
I'm just the third wheel. I control the computer and make the stream go.
And that brings us all the way back around to next Monday when we're going to be back playing some more Kerbal Space Program. We start at about 1 o'clock Pacific Standard Time.
And I'm going to have... I hope we can have some fun with magnets.
We're going to mod some stupid shit.
Yes.
And before you sign off, there's one other thing I have to tell you.
Right.
That is, I do a podcast about space. If you liked us playing this, you might like hearing me talk about space and the history of things. The next episode comes out in just over 30 minutes, and it is all about Antarctica. You may say, Antarctica, that's on Earth, that's not in space. Well, turns out that one thing Antarctica has in common with space, besides the very cold temperatures, is that neither space nor Antarctica are within any country's jurisdiction. So what happens if you commit a crime in space? Well, no one's committed a crime in space yet, but there have been murders in Antarctica, and Alan talks all about that. And then I try to teach flat Earth theorists some science. So that goes real well. Check that out at our website, moon.legal, or search for Moon Law on iTunes or wherever you get your podcasts. And unless you've got anything,
that's all for me.
Until next time, stay weird, everyone.